Game over.
Fuck! What the fuck? Fuck! Who the fuck is fucking? How are you so fucking fuck? Fuck! Game over, man. Game over.
Wait a minute. There's things here. There's trees. There's rocks. There's birds. There's crows. Come on! We'll bless them all until we get fish naked. Join me! Why didn't somebody tell me my ass was so big?
Johnny, what do you know about illegal narcotics?
Like a midget at a urinal, I was going to have to stay on my toes.
Try to relax your anus.
All right, I grabbed the wrong slider on that in case it was too loud. Fortunately, it wasn't, but if it was, I had the wrong slider. Uh-oh. All right, so we're ready to go with a fucking amazing jam-packed show for you today. Let me double check that. Yeah, we're all the way through the week. So everything we that we earn this week is going towards funding us for next week and continuing our hot streak of automatic overtime shows. So hooray, thank you so much. It's how we keep going. Oh, now you're leaving. Oh, this entire time that I prepped a show, you're on my hip, but now you're leaving. Corn Diff up in the chat. Good to see you, Corn Diff. Good to see you. Good to see you. Fucking cat. I start doing the show and he leaves. Maybe I should just start talking to you the whole time you're sitting in there, huh? Is that what it'll take? Is just talking to you? Just talking as you talk? Thank you. Thank you very much for that, Harvey All. Oh, God. Now, you moved the keyboard, man. And you, with the lights, and I finally got those to stay, and my wife left me for my dog's lawyer. My dog is also suing me. All right, so anyways, I digress. We have a really great show for you. I gotta figure out there's gotta be I gotta get a light or something down there to deal with that green screen issue. That's what that is. Just have to get it a little bit brighter and it'll be all good.
Cheer 100 when you use the public bathroom. And the guy in the stall is moaning and grunting. Do you think he is constipated or do you think he's masturbating?
Why can't it be both? I mean, Usually when I'm moaning and grunting, it's because I am masturbating while I'm constipated. So, I mean, I just assume if it's that way for me, then it's got to be that way for everyone else. You know, when you're having a hard time and you're like, I don't care which, but one of these ends needs to unclog, you know? Either the front or the back, something's got to give, all right? Was he coming or going? Technically both. Alrighty. Where is... Oh, Jonah Hill. Oh, wait, what? Is Jonah Hill on the first hour or the second hour? I thought Jonah Hill was in the second hour. Nope. Oh, no, actually, nope. Both of the crazy ladies are in the first hour. All right, so we've got 2 crazy ladies in the first hour. The Tommy Gun Show saying to Wilmer Autotech, was he standing in the stall? That doesn't mean nothing. Some people like to do the hover squat, you know? They don't want their butt to touch the seat, lest they be tainted. Oh, I remember. I gotta do that. That's what I gotta do. It's what I gotta do. Put this on, there we go. Was that the brightest one? That's the brightest one. There we go. That makes it pretty much disappear. Okay. Better. What if he's doing both, big log exiting as he's rubbing his head edging? As I said, Wags, both. Well, Salty saying good afternoon. Good afternoon. Oh. I feel like that's almost like an extra special orgasm if you manage to, take a dump and fire one off. But then that brings the question, where do you reach for the tissues for first? Do you clean up the front or the back? I didn't think, public restroom masturbatory etiquette was going to be something we discussed at the beginning of the show, but I stand corrected. I'd like to say, wow, you guys have impressed me. So, just I like to have this time, for the audience to kind of filter in and everybody to kind of warm up to the show. And apparently, I now have to, it's already a dicey thing for me to use a public restroom because I have to use the handicap stall. And there's literally only one. You never know what you're in for. But it's not like if it sucks, you can just go to the next one, I mean, you got to figure it out. Oh. Fuck off. Damn, what did I miss? Sandy, they got talking and got going, what was it? Wilmer Autotech asking, when you use the public bathroom and the guy in the stall is moaning and grunting, do you think he is constipated or do you think he is masturbating? That was the question, and now we've been discussing whether that... Who has to rub one out so bad they're doing it in a public restroom? Am I weird for being like, I couldn't do that? I couldn't jerk it in a public bathroom. No. You're in a public restroom. What if a kid walked in and started be like, Dad, can we go to the toy store after this? That would be immediate boner killer material for me. We're done. I heard a prepubescent voice. I cannot have an erection. That's just not how that works. Have you ever shat in the urinal before because all of the stalls were occupied and you couldn't hold it, brother? No, I have not. I have never shit in a urinal. Good God. They say it can't be done. It can. It's a lot more work to flush, but it can be. Oh, God. Why? What? Shitting in a urinal. This is a new Sandy, I'm very sorry I asked. Oh, you're sorry you asked. I didn't ask. I just had to enjoy this. Shut up, kid, and lick the tapioca pudding off the floor. Ew. Oh, God, no. Oh. That's, that can't be sanitary. Ugh. I'm glad that my daughter can't hear me right now. Because if she were home and she could, the things she'll learn. Constipated upper decker. I mean, an upper decker, isn't that? I've always viewed the upper decker as a vengeance move. Am I wrong? Is that weird? I always thought if you're going upper decker, it's because you got a score to settle and you're going to, quote unquote, take the high road. You know, you're going to. Oh. Are you pooping in the top of the toilet? Yes. Why? Because, you know, it's like the saying goes, once you pop, you can't stop. Oh. It's just so gross. Oh. Oh Lord. All right, we've filtered in well enough, I think. We can go to a but you've urinated in a shitter. Yeah, dude, there's a big difference between shitting in a urinal and urinating in a shitter. One of those will handle the other task much better than the other, right? One of those is way more multifaceted than the other. One of them is like, hey, it works for one, but you know, if I have to explain the intricacies of urine vis-a-vis poo, depends on viscosity. Right. How much Taco Bell have you had? That's where it's at. Oh, God. Alrighty. Well, my hair looks like shit. Actually, that's not bad. I got kind of like a Clark Kent Jerry curl thing going down in the middle, like anime hair. You know, whatever. Fuck it. At least in the egg chair and not on Zoom, my hair doesn't start melding into the background. People are just like, oh, man, how long until we get AI Johnny? And I was like, hey, if you're looking at the screen, you might think he's already here. Jesus. Anyways, your hair looks fine. I mean, you know, this, that, and the other. Who cares? That's not important. What is important is our first story. Trump wants the classified documents trial delayed until the 2024 election is completed. Apparently, in a late-night court filing, Trump's defense team has said that he can't receive a fair trial before the election. That's really interesting. He can't receive a fair trial before the election. But if we vote him in as president, do we still get to, like, put him on trial? Like, how does that work? Or does he just get to pardon himself? Look, I don't really care. I just think it's funny either way. I'm just curious. How does that shake out exactly? Fallen the Great. Hi, Johnny. Hi, Johnny's lawyer. Hey, Fallen. You're a pretty girl. I know. And then that Tommy gun guy going, you can use a knife and an electrical outlet. Ballsy. I like where your head's at. I might think about that. Again, thank you if you're watching on YouTube, Rumble, Twitch. Those are the only three we're doing. YouTube, Rumble, and Twitch. Yeah, there we go. If you're watching on any of those three platforms, thank you so much. As we continue. Monday, Donald Trump called for a lengthy delay before he goes to trial for allegedly hoarding military secrets at his Mar-a-Lago estate. Oh, that how interestingly we've switched that one up. It's gone from classified documents to military secrets. Yeah, the secret is the military wanted to keep us in a war, and he said no. The Tommy Gun Show saying, get rid of Trump now. If he's prez, he might be able to get off, and not that way either. Well, yeah. I don't think there's a precedent for that. He's hoping that gray area might save him. as far as even saving him, there's kind of a point about not getting a fair and balanced election. I mean, look at bald people humbling for those complaining about their hair. Yeah, except every time I start looking up bald people, it ends up getting to Jada Pinkett. And is it just me or Jada Pinkett is just shaving her head? As for being bald, I can't say. It looks like she shaves her head. It's just what it is. She just chooses to shave her head. I don't know. Maybe at the scalp level you can't tell about the patchiness of the hair, but I gotta say it didn't seem like it's a problem. She just shaving her head if she had hair loss. I didn't see it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying she's all like, I've got alopecia and I'm gonna get in front of this and whatever. But I'm like, dude, you've got plenty of hair. Anyways, so proceeding to trial for so Trump was arguing make it virtually impossible to seat an impartial jury. Proceeding to trial during the pendency of a presidential election cycle wherein opposing candidates are effectively, if not literally, directly adverse to one another in this action will create extraordinary challenges in the jury selection process and limit the defendant's ability to secure a fair and impartial adjudication. Attorneys for Trump and his personal aide and co-defendant Walt Nuta said in a court filing Monday night. But they're right. They're right, though. The Tommy Gun show, did you try the latest treatment for hair loss? I didn't. I don't need to. I get pumped full of steroids all the time for my MS, so needless to say, I don't have a hair problem. I am a furry fucking dude. It'd be a clusterfuck. It's going to be a clusterfuck either way. I mean, how are you going to get a jury that understands the severity and the nuance of classified documents and how that relates to whether or not this guy did something right or wrong, as well as also not know who Donald Trump is or have a political vested interest? Because we kind of have politicized literally everything in this country. So it kind of immediately comes down into, well, who did you vote for? So, yeah. I mean, we made the problem ourselves. Taste of Ashes saying hello. Hello, Taste of Ashes. Sorry I didn't get to that sooner. I have the chat there. It doesn't pop up, so I gotta go over and read it. Doesn't it open discovery on those military secrets? How does that work? I don't know exactly how that works, but I believe with that it's it doesn't open them to discovery. I think like there'll be parts of them that'll be open to discovery. The exact accounting of them, maybe it might not be. It's almost like I don't know a goddamn thing about it. If they're smart, if they were smart, they'll keep them off the ballot. Well, that's what they're aiming to do. That's what this whole thing is. They're trying to keep them off the ballot. Because, I'm not a Trump supporter or fan at all, but yeah, if you're telling me it comes down to Trump versus Biden again, literally off of like, well, the last guy and the guy before him, I like the guy before him. The last guy sucks. Trump would not get anything fucking done. I'm not saying Trump would get anything fucking done. I'm just saying I don't think Trump is on the dole of Ukraine and China, and that seems to be the only thing that Biden is getting done, is selling out to Ukraine and China at the cost of yours and my bank account. I'm not really comfortable with that. I just, it's a personal opinion. I mean, I guess to each their own. That's why you exercise your opinion with your vote. Make my 401k great again, says Fat Conan. Yeah. That's one of the things where I get a little excited that I don't have a whole lot of savings or whatever, because what's it like to watch a little bit of money disappear? You know what I mean? Like, we're good. It's just, it sucks that it's gone, but I didn't have that much to begin with. I'll get it back. Oh. And this would be a field day for the Dems. Yeah, it would. Trump's eagerness to push off a trial sets up the first significant test in the unprecedented. Sets up the first significant test in the unprecedented ultra high profile case for the U.S. District Court Judge Aileen Cannon, who is already weighing special counsel Jack Smith's push for a December 2023 trial, one his team says is strongly in the public interest to begin as soon as possible. The defense filing says bluntly that this December is too soon to start a trial and urges Cannon not to set a trial date now, but makes clear that Trump's lawyers oppose any trial that would start during the presidential election season, which will get underway. Jesus Christ, my left eye is getting too blurry. I need new lenses. Which will get underway in earnest late this year. Yeah, because we do the elections way too long. Election season's too huge. Assuming Trump wins the Republican nomination, the defense position appears to urge nearly a year of delay beyond what prosecutors are proposing. The tactic is in keeping with Trump's typical legal strategy, drag out matters he's facing as long as possible while hoping the legal landscape changes. But this time, it's an effort to stave off a criminal trial that could result in a lengthy prison sentence if he's convicted. The first ever prosecution of a former president. Yeah, and I don't know, do we not want to talk about maybe why that is? And I'm going to say this, if we're going to push this prosecution this hard, I got to be like, there's another president we need to prosecute ASAP. Have you guys heard about Joe Biden? Because I don't know if you know this, but he is so corrupt. How corrupt is he? He's so corrupt, I'm bringing back a stupid callback bit. He gets elected, he can just pardon himself. Well, that's what I'm thinking, too. I'm thinking he gets elected, he can just declassify the documents. Now it's not a problem. If the Repubs were smart, they'll throw Trump under the bus. I mean, if they're smart about sandbagging the government and everything, if they're, loyal to their party or to freedom, they might want to, stand by the guy that's being because it's so obviously, when you have a president as corrupt as Joe Biden, to sit here and go after Trump, it's so obviously railroading. And it just so happens, coincidence, Joe Biden is kind of, running for re-election, and his biggest opposition happens to be Trump. Oh, boy, wouldn't it be a shame if he just put his biggest opposition in jail before he got a chance to run against him in an election. Hi, Biden, how you doing? Oh. Let's see. I'm honestly scared for our future if Donald Trump does not win, says Sandy. Might as well just bend over, kiss your ass goodbye. Johnny, try watching 10K disappear in a year. That's what my 401k did. It was 20K. I try not to remember. Or was it 20K? I try not to remember. Yeah, like I said, that's the solace I'm taking. I can't lose that much money because I don't have that. But that's kind of the upshot. It doesn't... losing a little bit of money sucks, but not losing a lot of money, that's kind of nice. Both sides aren't that innocent. I don't think both sides are that innocent at all. I just literally believe that in this particular case, as I've always said, if Trump is guilty, then Biden's worse. It's just the simple fact that Biden is worse. And yet Biden isn't being brought up on any charges. Isn't like, it's just, oh. Biden is every bit the bad criminal that we were told Trump would be. And Trump, I don't know, Trump really didn't do anything. I'll tell you this, Trump certainly didn't fucking kick the economy into the fucking gutter and then take all of our, savings and our lovely economy, just fuck us all in the ass. No. Trump did not guide us fucking straight down into the ground of recession in the name of COVID and various other shit, which I still feel like was in the name of, sandbagging Trump. Thank you, Joe Berger, for the 250 channel points and reminding me to move on. More like 01K now, says Fat Conan. Nice.
Last time I checked, we don't have a whole lot of songs that feature the cowbell.
I gotta have more cowbell, baby.
Thank you, Ginger Snap. Haven't heard from you in a while, man. Good to see you. Thank you for still being subscribed. 23 months. That is huge. Thank you so much, man. Next month makes 24 feet. That's 2 years. Crazy. Cowbell for Ginger Snap. Here we go. I'm going to try and go on the left today and really work that arm. How's it going, says Ginger Snap. It's going. Less active this summer than last summer, but having fun doing the show. Got the setup now. We can roll the egg chair in and out. I got a bigger green screen so we could do the egg chair and the green screen. And that's you've been caught up on my productiveness. My day is now complete with the cowbell. Well, I'm glad to help. If it wasn't for that White House riot in 2020, Trump might have been able to get away with this. But who's responsible for that White House riot, do you think? Oh, Jesus. I don't think January 6th had anything to do with Donald Trump. I think January 6th was made to make Donald Trump and all of his supporters look like criminals. And
hey, laser lips, your mama was a snowblower.
yeah, at this point, I'm glad she's a snowblower, not a whistleblower, because with the Biden administration, whistleblowers don't have a very good track record. This contact lens is bugging me. Alrighty, we have another 3 hours of show, so thank you for being part of it. Let's kick over to our next story. We've been doing quite a bit of stories lately, and I've been hearing a lot and reading even more stories of, people consume with the environment. They want to make sure the environment is healthy. We got to fight for the environment. Greta Thunberg is out there fighting for the environment like a brave little autistic child. And the Tommy Gun Show, whether he was responsible or not, it had his name all over it. Right. But my point is, who pushed it to go the way that it went once his name was all over it, right? Like that's what I'm saying. I'm saying there was several people who actually we have a story about this later. I don't want to get too into the woods on this, but yeah. I kind of view Ray Epps, says Fat Conan. That's right. January 6th was the work of Ray Epps, the one person that we apparently just don't I'm getting into the story that I want to do later. I'm fucking blowing because someone writes the name Ray Epps, and it's like a trigger word for me. Like, that motherfucker. Like, all right. Okay. Calm down, Johnny. Let's get into this next story. So as I was saying, for all the people that are always going, hey, we've got to glue our hands to art. We have to throw paint on a Monet or something for climate change because we're gonna make a difference for climate change and the environment. We have to stop polluting, and if that means us doing nothing in this first world society to claim we care, then that's what we'll do. Well, hey guys, I'd like to show you a river, I believe in Brazil. Does that look like snow? That looks like snow, right? It ain't snow. Upbeat music. Yeah, fuck. A thick layer of toxic foam covers parts of the TT River. Or TT? Taiti? The foam is harmful hydrogen sulfide gas and smells like rotten eggs, according to... Oh, wait, go back. I want to see that. Smells like rotten eggs, according to Brazilian NGO SOS Malta Atlantica. This pollution comes from dumping untreated detergent, waste, and chemical residues, according to local media. And how many, pollution and climate activists are out there protesting this? How many people that want us to shut down the coal mines and close off the power stations that run on them and all that stuff? How many of those people are putting down their laptop to go picket and protest this thing? Any of you guys that painted your hand or glued your hands to walls and smeared pasta sauce on paintings? Any of you guys want to go actually do something? Because here's literally an example and a place where the climate, the environment, it's all being turned to shit because of a company. And apparently nobody gives a fuck. We only protest what makes us money, says Ginger Snap. No, I feel like we only protest the things that are in our backyard because we don't want to lift our fucking feet and hands to do anything. Again, I feel like most climate activists don't want to actually do anything. They just want to feel better about living in the world they do. So they go, you know what? I might enjoy all of those first world privileges, but boy, God, howdy, don't I scream from the high heavens how it's wrong to. That makes it okay. The Taiti is the largest river in the state of Sao Paulo. Pollution in a stretch of this river increased 40% in 2022. Again, explain to me how we have to shut down power plants and how we have to stop growing cattle. Ginger Snap, that's terrible. That's terrible. I'm going to go hug my tree about it and send some thoughts and prayers. But congratulations, you're a climate activist. Light it on fire. It'll be fine, says Chevy JB. I feel like the detergent foam might not actually burn, but, maybe. Oh. That's PFAS, aka Forever Chemicals. Key violators are Procter and Gamble and other companies that own Tide, etc. A company in Grand Rapids just mastered removing PFAS from water, says Boomer Bob. Well, isn't that amazing? Hydrogen sulfide is flammable. Well, then there we go. Let's burn this shit. What's the worst that happens if we burn the hydrogen sulfide? I don't know. That sounds entirely doable. Might have to switch to new contact lenses tomorrow because this left one is fucking horrible. Bring marshmallows. Oh, yeah. I'm sure that stuff will be totally... This is the thing that a lot of people don't realize. When you burn something, it atomizes, man. You're putting it in the air. So my problem is, what happens if if you put those in the air, just everybody's breathing it now. We'll see if that helps my eye, at least to get through the next 3 hours, because we have 3 hours of show for you people. We don't need no water. Let the motherfucker burn. Yes, burn the water. Fake news. That's just monkey jizz. Says. See, it's mating season, and the high tree Kapachan or whatever those are called. Kupachan? I don't know. Koopa Kings? Fuck it. The whole bit's shot now. It's all gone. It's all gone to shit. Oh, Jesus. Purcell is high in PFAs too, sadly. Purcell? I don't know what Purcell is. You don't need a scientific degree to know burning one chemical compound will create many more new and unknown compounds. Snakes fuck in a pile. The mess had to go somewhere. What? How does snakes fuck in a pile? All right, Fallen. I don't even know how that makes sense. I am just dumbfounded. Canadian wildfires this month. South American river fires next. And somehow the smoke always goes to New York. Oh, righty. Persil is a detergent from Germany. It's the best. Well, all right. I think Kirkland is second best. I have no actual opinions on this. Why do I keep clicking something that makes that window disappear? This hand is not doing well. Alrighty. Anyways, so yeah, we got all these people that are so willing to raise our awareness about climate change and pollution and how we have to do better for the environment, for the world beyond us, and apparently that shit's just not the issue. How many times do you have to, how much tomato sauce does it take to fix that problem? Just out of curiosity. Just wondering. Want to do anything else, maybe? Maybe book a plane ticket, protest something that matters. Go risk yourself in somewhere, just fucking, oh no, I have to make a scene and be on social media. What a burden I carry. You fucking poser. Oh. He's right about the snakes. They all tie up together in a big pile. See, what they do is they breed the big pile of snakes with the big, I don't know. My anaconda don't want none unless your pile got some. I guess that's, it's just the way that goes. Alrighty, so, I am a avid defender of cats. I, make it a point to try and defend cats from they get a bad rap in a lot of ways, and they don't deserve it. So I try to defend cats, right or wrong. I try to defend cats. That being said, I don't think I can defend this cat. This particular cat, I don't think I can help this one. Hey, buddy, nice foot. Fuck, the cat's going, oh, he's after my foot. Oh, I'm going to eat you, motherfucker. Oh, you are dead. You are dead, bitch. Oh, guess whose house this is now? This is my house. I don't fuck with you. You going to fuck with me? Jeez, what the did they do to that cat? Was one of his former housemates in that fridge? Why are you attacking that cat? Based cat. Dude, I'm trying not to be a dick here, but does that guy seem like he might be, like, Asian or something? It's too blurry to make out. Let's go back. I gotta go back to the... Yeah, there we go. Right there at the beginning. So he's moving the cord. I thought the cat would go after the cord. Cat goes after his foot. Cat goes after his other foot. That's your first mistake, man. You started retreating. The cat has already established dominance. You are now a pussy's pussy. Oh, he went for the balls. See, that's why I love cats. Cats are tiny, but man, that guy stepped in a vat of tuna. Terry T Boy saying evil ginger cat. Well, I think there might be something to that on this one. Just punt it like a little bitch, says Kane Shea. Catnip is a hell of a drug. Dude, catnip will fuck up cats, but they also get incredibly lazy. Like, cats will get super like, hey, I'll fuck with you on catnip, but they also don't want to go anywhere. So you can fuck with them just out of their reach. And they're like, hey, I will fuck you up if you just come a couple inches closer. Like, my stray loved catnip. All 4 of my cats love catnip. But again, if they get even the slightest bit more aggressive on it, they are also incredibly lethargic and lazy. So you just have to stay out of their reach. It's incredibly easy to avoid my cats on catnip. You just have to say, no, I'm going to go over here. You just stay right there, I guess. And then as soon as the catnip wears off, they get up and they go eat some food. It's a beautiful thing. Oh, dude, he locked himself in there. I'm not locked in here with you. You're locked in here with me. He can't close this door fast enough. Oh, the little bastard still gets through. I will give it to him. This guy's got some good footwork. But then again, when you've got a little razor blade furball coming at you, I kind of think you got to step quick. This guy heard about what this guy's serving at his restaurant. That was my uncle, you dick. Oh, he is not giving up. This cat's got a vendetta. I am wondering what's going on. Because this cat is not out to attack anything. This cat wants to hurt this guy. Something about this guy. This cat is not. And what kind of house has this weird divider set up? Is that strange? Is that strange? That just doesn't seem right. This is a private home, right? Or is this some sort of restaurant or something? Dude, the cat is fucking... Oh, no! Oh, he got in again! Oh! Oh... John Domingo says, I despise cats. I think they are aliens who are here to observe humans. And Well Salty saying, at John Domingo, according to the findings, cats can display psychopathic traits. Psychopathy in cats shows 5 dimensions: meanness, boldness, disinhibition, pet unfriendliness, and human unfriendliness. The cat heard what he did to her cat last night. Aw, dude, I pounded your pussy. Motherfucker, what? Well, Salty, I love cats, though. Dude, I totally love cats. They're vicious little razor blade wielding assholes, but I totally love cats. But as for cats, I'll say this. It's all about temperament. Now, I don't know about that cat particularly. Something could have happened there, or that cat could be suffering from like a mental issue or something. But I have a cat that we adopted that is the most docile little fucking furball you've ever met. He is the biggest tard cat on the planet, and he's my daughter's cat. He will take all of the abuse that little girl gives him, and he will not fight back. She will pull on his tail, and we're yelling at her, leave him alone and stop being mean to the cat. We're getting in between her and the cat. We're keeping her from him. And at no point does he ever think, I should avoid this person or I should attack this person. He could beat the shit out of her with his claws. He doesn't use them. I don't think he's done it even so much as maybe once when she hugged him too tight. And it's just like, dude, Lenny, she hugs the rabbits too tight, man. But yeah, I agree with Sandy Squatch. As much as I love cats, I would kick that little right in the face. I mean, that's the problem, though. That dude kicking at that cat's just going to jump and latch onto his legs. Hey, Johnny, can you give a shout out to my friend Ollie? He got his period today. Well, congratulations, Ollie, for getting your period today. Awake Jimmy asking me to give you that shout out. More than happy. I don't know who Ollie is, man. I don't know any of this. Why am I in this damn shit, man? Fucking goddamn mother. All right, I gotta go back again. This was a bold fucking front to keep the cat behind the door. But I love the no, you're mine. You're mine. Oh, he went right up the leg again. Oh, right up the leg again. You can't kick this cat. I'm sorry. You can't kick this cat. By the way, brave stance, Toots. I love you on the table there. Really, really helping fend off. The cat apparently doesn't give two shits about you, because I'm pretty sure with the determination he has shown to go after this motherfucker's balls, that he could get up on that cat, or that cat could get up on that table and get after your kitty pretty quick. I don't think you're going to, but at least you have a bucket. What are you going to do with it? You going to beat him? What, are you going to beat him with a bucket? He just fucked up my legs, man. Oh. Yeah, this looks like it's their house. And it's got this weird divider between, like, kitchen and... But then that does not... What is the guy moving? Did that piss the cat off? No, they're moving this mini fridge. This is the beginning of the footage, man. They're moving a mini fridge. I'm sorry, I've got a really bad twitch thing going on with my leg. Ugh. They're moving I had the same problem this morning. I couldn't stop shifting my legs. They're moving a mini fridge. The cord went by the cat, and the cat's been fine this whole time until that cord went by. Apparently them's fighting words. Game on. And now Liu Kang is fighting the cat. Cat's starting to get the upper hand. Again, that cat is determined to get this guy. And there's something very, very wrong with this guy, apparently. This guy rubbed that cat the wrong way. And oh my God. I'm at work, so I'm not able to watch along, damn it. Well, you might have to go back and check it out. Because I gotta say, this cat, Mortal Cat Bat. Mortal Cat Bat! Meow, 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 meow.
Furball him.
I love that he blocked him off on both sides. And both times the cat squeaks through. I gotta get back to this. This is just great. Oh my God. So he's got his plastic divider up. He dances behind it to shut it. Surprise, the cat's in with him. Puts it the other way, but no, the cat's back out. And immediately right after his legs and taint, this cat is not hesitating. He wants to hurt this man. Opening a door of some sort. A screen door maybe. And then boom. Cat's up against the screen door. Bump. He's really ready to fucking go. And then, no, you're not stopping me, bitch. I'm gonna squeak in here, too. Oh, and it's a linoleum floor. How did he get the grip to get in there? Oh, just kick the cat. Oh, he tried to kick the cat. Like I said, the cat fucking climbed your legs, man. Oh. All right, and then we've sealed him off.
Twist his dick!
I wish this had audio. I want to hear that fucking cat. What the fuck was that cat on about? This guy needs a catapult. Oh. Oh. Who swings a bucket? Honestly. Chevy JB going, I would so have got that little shit by the scruff. Yeah, you grab them by the scruff, they get awfully like, oh, fuck, man, all right, I get it. I went too far. That is just your dick, Johnny. No, it's not. Run, it has a taste for human. Well, at least it has a taste for this guy. Definitely got a couple pieces on him. Oh, yep, that's the end of it. So I don't ever get a good look at the lady. I can't say if it was a racial thing. Again, you played footsie with the cat. The cat was like, all right, it's game on. I am going to murder you. He whipped the cat into another room. That cat fucking went for a ride into I'm guessing is a bathroom. And he's like, oh, we got him. And the cat's like, oh, no, you fucking didn't, bitch. Game on. And then fucking nope. Oh, too fast for you. I got 9 lives. I'm willing to give one to fucking take you down, motherfucker. And he's like, all right, the other side. And the cat's like, nope, not today. That is the best thing ever. He covered up the cat's favorite mouse toy with the fridge. Oh, no. They trained that fucker? I don't know about trained, but that cat was fucking good to go. The power of Christ compels you. Look at the Sheila. What? He needed to grab a chair like a lion tamer. He trained her too. Well, I mean, she was very, very trained. She's I'm up and I'm out of here. I like the cat literally looks at her banging the bucket like, the fuck are you going to do? What are you going to do? Fucking nothing. And immediately goes right back for the dude. Boom. All you've got's a screen door, my friend. This will not last. All right. This too shall come to an end and you shall not feel safe. Nope. Can't get over it. I'll go through. I made it. Just watching him. There was almost no resistance. The cat's like, I'm going to squeeze right through. And he does. It's a linoleum floor. He shouldn't have traction. The kitten of death. I mean, kind of. He is kind of the Thanos cat. Oh, dude. And the nice swing and a miss with the other leg. Just woof. You completely missed it. The cat's on the other side. We've got the barrier. And I guess that's where we managed to hold him. And now they'd be like, oh, yeah, dude, he got my fucking legs. Oh, what the fuck? Who gave our cat cocaine? Oh, that's what it is. They got into his blow. He got into his blow, and he's like, oh, cocaine cat. Cocaine cat kills. Oh, God, I wish this had audio. This is just, again, I love that you hip-checked the cat, or hip-whipped, I guess. You hip-whipped the cat into another room. You back off like, all right, we're okay, right? And the cat's like, oh, we're not okay. We are not okay, motherfucker. And then you manage to, like, kind of squeeze the cat with the door. You don't even hold him off once. All right, what is... Root means sex. What? I bet old mate got a root. Come on, fellas. What? But did the old mate get a... Oh, I see. No, I missed parts of it, and I caught it in the middle, and I had to, like, go back and forth. I'm trying to understand the other salty. Yeah. He's just, all right, so let's play it that way. Hey, motherfucker, do I smell her pussy on your dick? Motherfucker, do I smell I smell her pussy on your dick. Hold on. I got to smell your balls. Stand still. I got to smell your balls. Motherfucker, where are you going? Where are you going? Let me smell your balls. I know you've been fucking my woman, motherfucker. I've been licking that since you were a little bit. Oh, you are not getting away with this. That is my woman. That is my. No, don't you bang a can at me, bitch. I'm not here for you. I'm here for him. You keep your dick out of my tuna fish. Oh, this won't stop you. This will not protect you from me. I smelled your balls. Look at the cats asleep on the couch. Are those cats? I kept trying to figure that out. Are those cats? Those can't be cats. Those look like clothes and pillows. Those do not look like cats. I don't see any cats. Because, yeah, they'd be reacting to all of this racket. Nothing. Nothing. Those aren't cats. Again, hacky sack with a feline. Beautiful. Why does this cat want you so bad? This cat wants to fuck you up. Again, I'm on board with team pussy whipped there. King of Clubs. I have you cranked on my phone in the backyard. My neighbor just heard you about balls and pussy and asked me what the hell I'm listening to. Well, hey, grow the show, man. Thank you. We're talking about one determined pussy who's saying, let me smell your balls. Let me smell your dick, motherfucker. He's the Dokes cat. Surprise, motherfucker. Oh, man. Jesus Christ. So, I have no idea what set that cat off, but something clearly did. And that cat, oh my God, that is the best cat of all time. Johnny 1.0, I'm always late. Well, hey, that's fine. I didn't want to say anything. I was going to let you just slink in here, but all right. Thank you for admitting it. Cat v. shotgun. I mean, I wouldn't advocate that, but I understand why you might feel that it... Look, you're going to have to get to some pretty extreme places to stop that cat. I don't know what set that cat off, but whatever it was, apparently that element of the environment needs to be removed, or the cat needs to be removed from that environment, because that cat really, really lost its shit. I'm not saying it was the catnip, but it was the catnip. Oh, no. It was the catnip. Fuck. You know, there... Suppose it could have been. If the cat has a bad trip... Rusty Grammar, why you dry snitching? That cat didn't ask for anything. That cat didn't need no shit. What the fuck is this? I didn't want this story. Stop trying to forward the story. I haven't gotten to this one yet. Leave it alone. There we go. Okay. Ain't the first time I've seen a pussy go ballistic, says the Tommy Gunn Show. Look. I'm sure we've all seen our... Catnip is a hell of a drug. Catnip is literally just marijuana for cats. It really does make them pretty much just docile idiots. The only problem is, like I said, if they do get aggressive, you can't get near them. But they're not going to chase you. They're not... you are not going to see a cat on catnip be overly active. Cats on catnip are just going to lay there. Ray DeVito smokes catnip. Ray DeVito smokes catnip. He doesn't even do clubs. He just smokes catnip. Alrighty. Docile, bro. You seen them on it? I have 4 cats on catnip. They just lay there. They'll attack something if it comes within their range. But they don't run after shit. When cats are on catnip, depends on the cat. Maybe just rubs up and down your leg. Oh, no. No, my cats literally just lay there. When they are completely nipped out, it's just find a sunbeam and lay in the sun. My cat acts like a crackhead. No, my cats, no, the catnip really, like I said, they might be aggressive on catnip, but they're lazy. They don't want to, they're aggressive if they're pissed off or aggressive or being aggressive or playfully aggressive usually. Again, it's only something in range. Like I'll swipe at you, but you got to come here so I can attack you. Toastmaster, my cat has no interest in catnip. Toastmaster proving that even cats are squares. What's your cat, a pussy, bro? Doesn't fucking, not even a little bit of catnip? Jesus. Russifer saying, I love to smoke catnip mixed with puss piss, and it like fentanyl. Really hope that's a joke or something in that vein. That is the R. Kelly of cats. Who, Russifers or the last one? I feel like the last one was the Ike Turner of cats. I forgot to put the catnip bag away, and my cat just tore it open. He's rolling around in it. I'll just let him be. Yeah, whenever I sprinkle catnip on anything, the cats rub themselves all over and in whatever the catnip has on it. A lot of the times when I have a toy, they'll get, batty, aggressive, and feisty with the toy. But if the toy goes out of their reach when they're good and nipped up, they're like, it's right. And I'm like, just get up a step and go get it. And they won't. They won't do it. I'll DM you my catnip dealer. He has that top shelf stuff. Yo, I heard you got the bomb nip, dude. I'm here for some premium cat nugs. Yo, Snoop Dogg selling catnip. There you go, Snoop Dogg blend catnip. I don't know why that's funny to me. Anyways, we have 2.5 hours show. Howdily doodly John Areno. Well, hi, Taste Fairy. Taste Fairy very accurately pointing out, I believe getting high on catnip is called cheesing. Oh, alrighty. So, this next story is interesting. I generally don't feel bad for criminals, and this one is no exception. A man's plan to hide from the police in a freezer takes a dire turn. Minnesota resident Brandon Lee Bushman apparently entered a freezer on his own accord and even may have tried to escape. Tried. Oh, I'm a Minnesota dude. I can handle the cold. I'll jump in a freezer. Peace, salty. Ruh-roh, Scoops. Oh, alrighty. A Minnesota man who was last seen fleeing the upstairs area of a home in Bewebick due to a possible police presence nearby was found dead in June after apparently locking himself in a freezer, according to local authorities. The Midwest Medical Examiner's Office determined that there were no signs of injury or trauma on Brandon Lee Bushman, 35, after Gilbert police found his body in a chest freezer in the basement of the home on 4th Avenue North while responding to a 911 call reporting a deceased person on June 26th. The chest freezer was an older model with a latching mechanism on the outside, police said on a July 7th press release. When closed, the freezer is not capable of being pushed open from the inside. The police added that the chest freezer where they discovered Bushman was not on at the time of the discovery, and the Biwabic home had not been occupied since February. Bushman had an outstanding warrant for his arrest when he apparently entered the freezer on his own accord after seeing police in his neighborhood, police said. Bushman had 9 prior convictions for misdemeanors ranging from trespassing to theft, according to the St. Louis County records. Investigators located a metal lawn ornament rod that was inserted from the inside of the freezer towards the latching mechanism, which was jammed between the gasket and the manufactured edge of the freezer, police said. Evidence indicates that Bushman may have tried to escape the freezer, but was unable to do so. Investigators are still working to determine the last time Bushman was seen alive. Well, I'm guessing the last time he was seen alive, well, he wasn't seen, but it was probably when he climbed into the freezer. The Midwest Medical Examiner Office is expected to release a toxicology report in the coming weeks. I want to know, did he freeze or did he asphyxiate? How did he go? How did he go? Oh, fucking. All right, let's get to the chat because it's already looking hilarious. I know a few Brandon Lee. Okay, Fallen. Should have hidden a bush. I mean, his last name was Bushman. Yeah. I mean, well, maybe they would have looked for him there for obvious reasons. Bawabic. Ice baby. As they blame the freezer. Genius IQ. There should have been something done. Oh, yes, there should be something done about these long barrel freezers. He was in an assault fridge. Let's not lie. Probably a combo of both, saying the Tommy Gun Show. Bro, that was ice cold. Oh, he went all the way. I mean, I'll say this. He definitely froze. His moment came and he froze. I don't even feel good about that one. That one just feels bad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This story is DOA. Just put it on ice. Chilly reception. Oh no. Bro was just chilling. He was just looking for some Hot Pockets. You know, he figured if he's going to go to jail, it's time for a Hot Pocket. Thank you, the Tommy Gun Show, for contributing to our program. Alrighty. A bird in the head is worth Bushman in the freezer. Just trying to see if we got anything left. Making sure we've beaten the crap out of this dead horse. Better put it on ice. Don't want it to spoil. So, did they said the freezer wasn't on? So, did someone report the smell, or when they pulled him out of the fridge, was he suffering third-degree freezer burn? Oh. All right. I think we're good. I think we've got it all. I think that's everything. And we're already into, it's already a little past the second hour, and we haven't finished our first hour stories, so we need to wrap those up. Police opened the door and yelled, "Freeze!" There's your line, Johnny. Yeah, but I felt that was a little too easy. You know, that seemed a little disingenuous, even maybe a little cold. His pimp upgrade is going to be pissed. Oh, something super stretchy about this leg. I might have to not do the egg chair tomorrow. It's making my leg jump a lot. All right. Arizona woman sends a man $159,000 59,000 texts and breaks into his home after a single date. A single date. I gotta wonder, did she put out? Do you think she did the old? Do you think she gave it the old college try? And on that subject, fellers, would you? I mean, oh well, let me get that off the screen. Let's go. There we go. There you go. Would you go for that? I don't know. Again, it looks like you've got a ring light in the setting here. Maybe it's those eyes don't look normal. That purple looks like contact lenses. Sometimes I'm ashamed. I listen daily, says Chevrolet JB. He was trying to be cool. Oh, no. That's a dude, baby. I don't know if that's a dude or not. There's, No, they say woman, Arizona woman. I don't see an Adam's apple. That neck does not. No. Arizona woman allegedly sent. Again, the number alone. This is like, you know, baby Gronk's dad kind of levels of creepy. Serious stalker vibes. Where's the date of the story? The date of this story is June 27th, 2023. He's de-appled. I don't know about that. Well, let's find out. An Arizona woman allegedly sent 159,000 text messages to a man and broke into his home after they went on a single date. Believes a jury will find her innocent. Jacqueline was found mentally incompetent to stand trial in March. Oh, there's a spoiler. But she wants a jury to hear her case, believing they will even order her to marry. Well, if you want to make a crazy defense, you fucking have. Let's look up her name here. Let's see if we can find some other pictures, because people apparently have opinions, and I want to give them the best opportunity. Oh. That might have been the best picture that we had. Yeah. Oh. Let's just say she runs a gambit. I mean, that one's not the most flattering. That one's not bad. Holy shit. Oh, the juxtaposition of 1 versus 2. Oh my God. And it gets so much worse with her. Oh, her name is Squatch. No. Her name is Jacqueline Claire AIDS. Her name is Jacqueline AIDS. Anyways, let's get back to this unbelievable lady. Found mentally incompetent to stand trial in March, but she wants a jury to hear her case, believing that they will even order her to marry the man. They're going to say, you're not guilty, and on top of it, we, demand that you two get married, AIDS told the Arizona Republic in a new jailhouse interview. AIDS has been behind bars at the Maricopa County Esterial Jail since May of 2018 after she allegedly stalked and harassed the man for 10 months. She sent him threatening text messages, including one that read, "I'd make sushi out of your kidneys and chopsticks out of your hand bones." Another one read, "Oh, what would I do with your blood? I want to bathe in it." AIDS and the man, who has only been identified as the CEO of a company that sells skincare and spa products, met on a dating site. Do you give the guy his money back? Like, he's like, hey, Tinder, this one went well beyond bad. This guy didn't block her. Nah, the Tommy Gun Show. I don't think blocking would work. Sushi from your kidneys, just no. She failed home economics. Yeah, do you not understand what sushi is, ma'am? You can't make sushi from some other... Oh, Jesus Christ. This is a really fucked up, creepy ass message. Will it show it? That we got that one. And nope, it won't show it. God damn it. So I got to read it. I'd wear your fascia on the top of your skull and your hands and feet. And you be watching me in a taxidermy suit. N is say, LOL, I'd make sushi out of your kidneys and chopsticks out of your hand bones. LOL. I don't know what his responses are. I kind of want to see what the responses are. All right? I'm sorry. Are you egging this stuff on, dude? Are you egging this stuff on, or are you saying that's pretty fucked up? I just wanted to take you out for sushi. I'd make sushi out of your kid. Like, again, what is your responses that you had to be blocked out, dude? What are we saying? Holy Christ. I bet she is the highlight of parties. What would that chat say? I'll have a crack. Oh, she has AIDS, says Trucker 18-Wheeler. AIDS is not a death sentence. As for not looking real, there is some legit truth to that, because this is the picture we see of her, but let's just say her jailhouse photos, not quite the same. Yeah, that's a really weird, that one and that one. Oof. What is DJ Too Much? I don't know what I want to... I don't know if I want to even know about that. Oh, wow. This is one crazy chick. She looks exactly like Kat Dennings from Two Broke Girls. Maybe a little bit, but not for long. That wasn't going to last. Let me just say. Alrighty. She's been behind bars at the Maricopa County Estriel Jail since 2018 after she allegedly stalked and harassed a man for 10 months and sent him threatening texts. She was found mentally incompetent to stand trial in March. Wants the jury to hear her case. She claimed the pair met on Luxy, an online dating service that calls itself the best luxury millionaire matchmaker dating app. Authorities say AIDS and the man chatted on the site for a few days and then went on one date. Although the man told AIDS he did not want to see her again, she allegedly began texting him incessantly, sometimes up to 500 times a day. In July of 2017, she parked outside of his house, and in April of 2018, the man, who was out of the country, called police and said surveillance video showed that AIDS was inside his home. Officers found her taking a bath in his home. When they asked why she was there, she began referring to scientific equations. I guess that I made up a whole scenario in my head where I live here, so I came here and I pretended that's what was happening, she told them. Oh, I want to watch the full video. Let's go there. Oh, this is an ad. Screw you. Invisible Man is real. I fucking knew it. What do you mean the Invisible Man is real? It's the crazy lady. That's what we're on. We're on the story of the crazy, crazy lady. By the way, for those of you who were saying, you know, she's all right, here's a live interview.
I met online. I was looking for my healing angel. The psychic I met told me I would meet a healing angel. I felt like I met my soulmate and everything was just the way it was. And I thought we would just do what everybody else did and we would just like get married and everything would be fine. But that's not what happened. You don't stop giving, even if you don't receive. You all of a sudden receive a lot. No. Oh my God, no, I love him so much. I just want to love him so much, that's it. And if he doesn't like it, then I'll go home and I'll love my ex-boyfriend.
I don't know what's scarier. The fact that there's an X in here or the fact that I feel bad just reading this, Chevy JP. This bitch would be great in the sack for ass to mouth for sure. Yeah, there is a forgive me for saying this. There is a awful lot of crazy in this sack full of cats.
I met him online. I was looking for my healing angel. The psychic I met told me I would meet a healing angel.
Of course the psychic you met told you you'd meet a healing angel. Why am I not surprised that you follow the advice of a psychic? How much money did you give the psychic? I met him online. I was looking for my healing angel in supposedly a luxury millionaire's dating app. Okay.
I felt like I met my soulmate and everything was just the way it was. And I thought we would just do what everybody else did and we would just like get married and everything would be fine. But that's not what happened.
But that's not what happened. There's a part before the marriage where like you fart. Thank you, dead jester. There's a part where she is mainlining catnip. Oh. They should play the Asian clip to her and get her straight. I don't know what the Asian clip you're talking about is.
You don't stop giving, even if you don't receive. You all of a sudden receive a lot.
But you don't stop giving, even if you don't receive. You all of the sudden receive a lot. So wait a minute, he owes you?
No. Oh my God, no, I love him so much. I just want to love him so much, that's it. And if he doesn't like it, then I'll go home and I'll love my ex-boyfriend.
There's a lady who very much knows she has options. Apparently, again, how much of a frickin' C word do you have to be if you're the ex-boyfriend? Oh, man. The ex-boyfriend, like, I gotta feel like if you're the ex-boyfriend, you have to have known that you dodged a bullet, right? Like you, potentially one that may have been fired at you if you gave her. Oh my God. No, I love him. I love him. We're going to get married. I thought we just it'd go the way it went with everyone. We just get married, but that's not what happened. Yeah. Yeah, because he said one date, no thanks, and then you came after him hard. How good looking or how successful does your career have to be where they're like, no, I need to be with this man for the rest of my life? Ouch. All right. So we still have we're almost halfway through the second hour. We still have our first hour story to wrap up. So the last one that we have here is excuse me, I got to pause this cuz this is driving me nuts. All right, there we go. Jonah Hill and ex Sarah Brady continue to battle in new shared text messages. Huge triggering violation. This is one of those things where I don't know why this is a big thing for a lot of people, but every time I see a new thing from this lady, it just makes me side more with Jonah Hill. All right. Maybe it isn't. It isn't what? Maybe it isn't what? Catnip? Or is that? It's a hair in my mouth. After she accused the 39-year-old actor of emotional abuse, professional surfer Brady shared a series of new screenshot messages between them. Brady, 26, claimed that Hill was sexting her before he was photographed with another woman who appeared to be his current girlfriend, Olivia Millar. The text exchange that occurred last August between the You People actor and explaining to Brady how he had started dating another woman, the professional surfer continued to share a paparazzi photo of Hill and Millar with a message that read, in part, "I'd appreciate if you make that woman aware of how recently you've been flirting with me, sexting me, and leaning on me for partner-level emotional support." So this horribly abusive guy that you broke up with, you kept talking to and sexting? Really? All right, so let's go. Let's get to this. There we go there. Hill appeared shocked by her claim and further denied their scandalous exchanges until Brady posted another screenshot that read, holding my hard in a text from July 13th of 2022. She, yes, we sexted 2 months ago, the super bad actor then admitted. Screenshotting intimate text between us is a huge triggering violation for me and a breach of trust as a friend, as I have explained to you about breaches of trust I have had between trusted friends recently that have caused me trauma, Hill responded before adding, I am incredibly hurt. Before the new scathing text message exchange, Brady posted a voice memo that confessed she waited until Hill's current girlfriend, Millar, had their child last month to not cause stress on the baby. The fiery conversations between Hill and Brady comes after she accused him of emotional abuse and gaslighting in a series of posts on Instagram in the past weekend. So where is the, what's the audio exchange? This is 8:31. Yeah, nope. So again, I'm sorry. This chick just seems full of shit. I'm reading these text messages. Here, we'll full screen them and put them up on the screen. I'm sorry. I am reading these text messages and boop, there we go. So What the fuck? Jesus Christ. I have been there for you as a friend, which I have made very clear. And not only is it not your business, as I only mentioned it to you out of respect and friendship, but I have not been flirting with you or sexting you in any way where it would be inappropriate at this time to start dating someone. Yeah, if it's been 2 fucking months. Fat Conan after breaking in. This is not the same person, if we're talking about that. You leave a used condom in the garbage. This is the woman who would use that to impregnate herself after you leave. Yeah, that lady definitely is that level of crazy. But this Brady chick, this Sarah Brady chick, I do not like this lady. How I might feel gaslit by your behavior and communication. Oh my God. So he's so emotionally abusive and manipulative, but you're the one going, hey, but you how I might feel gaslit by your behavior and communication. What do you mean his behavior? He hasn't sexted you for 2 months and you're like, hey, can you tell her that we've been sexting recently? No, that's none of her fucking business, because even if he was sexting her 2 weeks before, if he was sexting you 2 weeks before he met her, he's trying not to have a he was on, again, how is Jonah Hill the asshole here? I don't like Jonah Hill, but I'm forced to fucking defend him on this because this is bullshit. This whole thing is bullshit. This girl was so upset about this guy and how he controlled her life, but then after she got out of that relationship, she had to keep him around. She carries a turkey baster in her pocketbook. She probably did, but she won't now. I think you're overreacting to her. To this lady, the lady who flaunts. It's called the trauma bond. Again, I'd believe that if they were sexting like weeks and days before meeting a new chick. It was 2 months. How long after you stop sexting someone before you're officially open and on the market and available for other people? I'm just curious. Was 2 months not long enough? Some unimportant bitch. She needs therapy. Yeah. Well, she's had therapy. That's the worst part. And then she's had therapists like the one we read up the other day, blowing smoke up her ass. So it's just 5 minutes. 2 seconds. What? Now I don't know what's going on. Oh, Jesus Christ. That's on the windowed thing. Oh, all right. So let's go ahead and start our second hour stories. We have an amazing show planned, so we have to kind of get going. We're starting to get a little behind here. And we are going for another 2 hours, so thank you for being part of the program. Thank you all very, very much. Thank you, Fat Conan. Or I suppose in that case, we could call you Fart Conan. I'm going to drop the audio, so you may want to hold off on sound drops for just a minute. We're going to be getting our story about CNN is really laying into Biden, guys. Wait until you hear the scathing piece that they do on Private Biden. Alrighty, and we've got a rocker who is disgusted with people who met with Donald Trump at a UFC event. Toronto is closing a bar because the police find it hard to go to work when the bar is in the police station. And we got some sad news about a church in France. And our last story of the hour, we check in on our good friend, Mike Lindell. So, getting into it first here, scathing, no, tell me it ain't true. Oh, knife, outlet, and a bucket of water. Oh, no. Alrighty, so here we go with, excuse me 1 second, I have to burp. Alrighty, my apologies. Alrighty, so, say alrighty again, asshole. Old Yeller is the title of this piece because they're letting you know what Biden is like in private. See if you believe this, what this is. I'll tell you my thoughts on it after we get into it a little bit. I won't just I won't paint a picture. I'll let the picture paint itself as it dries. Holy Jesus, why? Oh.
What exactly President Biden is being accused of doing or how he's behaving? Break it down for me.
Yeah, so, in public, maybe
people may not have, let me ask you, many people may not have read this in full to fully understand what exactly President Biden is being accused of doing or how he's behaving. Break it down for me.
Yeah, so, in public, maybe he'll whisper a bit when he's trying to make a point, but behind closed doors, he's prone to yelling. It's much saltier language, and he'll really angrily grill into his staff to the point that some staffers are actually a bit afraid to meet alone with the president.
Really?
And sometimes they'll bring in an extra person or two in order so that the fire...
Isn't that weird? After a couple of stories that made our president look like the weakest, limp-dickest motherfucker that's ever walked the earth, that just bent over and took it up the ass for China and Ukraine. Isn't it weird? Guys, no. When no one's looking and the doors are closed, he's super salty. He'll call a person a motherfucker. Like, he'll drop some expletives. I mean, a lot of people don't realize that dude, seriously, you can't say this without smiling. Look, if you want to say it accurately in a way that I'll believe it, say, look, a lot of the younger aides don't like to go and see Joe alone because he tries to sniff them. Many people find Joe to be very, very abrasive in private because the doors and windows are closed and you can smell that he pooped his pants. Again, I would believe that, but no. Joe yells and uses harsh language. No. Joe yells and asks, "Where the hell am I?" That's what Joe is yelling. Shout out to the salts. Alrighty.
Hiring line is a little bit distributed among several different staffers.
This runs really counter to the image that most people, I think, would have of President Biden. How are we knowing this? I mean, how do you get the reporting? Who's complaining about this?
Nobody's complaining about it. Again, you're putting this article out there. I can explain this for you. Again, you're putting this article out there because, as you said, it runs counter to the image that most people have of Biden, which is a weak-willed, worthless, panty-waisted old grandpa who is selling out this country like it is his home, and it's Tom Selleck giving him a reverse mortgage. So I'm sorry, but this is, again, nobody's putting this out there. You're putting it out there. It's called propaganda. Take it away, Pinky.
Current, former staff, who?
Both current, former, and by former I mean former White House staff, current White House and administration staff. Plus, you even have people going back. We had a headline today. We called it Old Yeller. But I can confirm to you that Joe Biden was a young Yeller too, and so we even talked to staff.
Yeah, we have plenty of we have plenty of articles where he's young. We have one person where he yells to someone how, "Hey, I graduated top of my class at Harvard," and that was only a giant lie. Thank God his last name isn't Santos, or he'd have to be vilified for lying on his resume. CNN versus Reddit. Meme Insider. The following is an abridged article from Meme Insider. This is from 5 years ago. This is 5 minutes long. Why do I want to watch this? CNN versus Reddit. I don't. CNN blackmailed a Redditor for creating a GIF. Okay. Here's a quick brief of what followed. This doesn't seem. I'm just gonna put that over there. Alrighty, so let's get back to the thing we were doing here. Again, Axios reporter Alex Thompson joins CNN to discuss his reporting of President Joe Biden's temper behind closed doors. His temper behind closed doors. Can we find his temper behind closed bars? I just kind of feel like as a president who sold his influence blatantly to other countries and now is blatantly selling our country down the river to those countries, we should maybe, persecute him. Not persecute him. Prosecute him. Jesus Christ. I trust CNN as much as Fox. Hey, man, I'm not saying that CNN is more or less trustworthy than Fox. I'm saying this is very much a blatant fucking ego-pushing piece of like, no, get it, guys? Joe's really kind of bars through Joe Biden with R. Kelly. His name was Corn Pop. Anyways. But yeah, no, it's just, like I said, after Biden comes out and does the biggest, like, ball gurgle of China that anyone's ever done, like, this article seems really conveniently timed to make him look edgy and harsh and like, ooh, don't fuck with Biden. Really, you don't have to worry about Biden unless you're a whistleblower or an American taxpayer. Oh. I missed this one from Chevy J earlier about that other lady. The ex-boyfriend still beats off to the nasty shit he did to her. Oh, I hope not. Anyways, this next story is one I'm going to go through pretty quick because, one, we're getting a little behind on the time, and two, this guy is dumb. Rock singer Jack White, and I have no idea who that is. Trashed celebrities Guy Fieri, Mel Gibson, Joe Rogan, and Mark Wahlberg for interacting with former President Donald Trump during a UFC event in Las Vegas last week, over the weekend. After photos of all four of them attending UFC 290 at the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada, with Trump on Saturday, started spreading online, White took to his Instagram account to express his outrage. Anybody who normalizes or treats this disgusting, fascist, racist, con man, disgusting piece of shit Trump with any level of respect is also disgusting in my book, White wrote on Monday. That's you, Joe Rogan, Mel Gibson, Mark Wahlberg, Guy Fieri. This is a statement from me, not a discussion/debate. Jack White III. Who the fuck is Jack White III? Is it really the White Stripes? Jack White, American musician. Oh, okay. I get it. Okay, so Jack White is one of those people who probably has some mental stability issues. So wait a minute. Jack White has a problem with celebrities normalizing Donald Trump. How do you feel about celebrities normalizing Biden? Just out of curiosity, because again, if you think Trump is a fascist, you should see what Biden's doing to all of us without our permission. So yeah, Seven Nation Army is what's the 2008? I don't what, oh god, people also ask what happened to Jack White. That's a bad look. Today, Jack White is occupied with numerous creative projects at his company, Third Man Records, an independent record label founded in Detroit, with its primary physical location in Nashville, a combination recording studio, record store, dark room, concert venue. So he's just a complete up-his-ass piece of shit. He fought with the Black Keys? Why did Jack White fly with the Black Keys? It started out with former White Stripes frontman accusing the fellow two-piece guitar and drum act of ripping him off and getting pissed because his kids attended the same school as Dan Arbach's children. So this guy just sounds completely full of shit. Oh, wow. Ugh. Again, if you're going to... Oh, no, these celebrities are normalizing Trump. You know who's normalizing Trump the most? The Biden administration with the crooked Department of Justice kind of endlessly going to the earth, no ends to persecute this man, while also simultaneously ignoring the cocaine mountain of evidence that Joe and Hunter leave laying around. So... Jack White, more like jack off, says Fallen. Black Stripes. UFC rocks. What a... I'm assuming you're saying fuck it. What a... Fuck it. Anyways, so yeah, a bunch of pictures circulated. One of White's photos, however, actually depicted Gibson at a 2021 event. Okay, so who cares? Oh, wow, but there's a picture right there, the two of them, so it's not like you couldn't find them. Trump advisor Steve Chung also posted a video of Trump shaking hands. Dude, even the person who won a fight popped the fence to shake his hand, to shake Trump's hand. Again, the people normalizing Donald Trump are in the Department of Justice. Those are the ones normalizing Donald Trump. Because like all the rest of us, the man's fucking him over too. And the man is Joe Biden. And, yeah. We love Trump, yo. I don't love Trump. I actually kind of think Donald Trump is a giant piece of shit. I don't think he's a bigger or worse piece of shit than most New York real estate developers. I just think he's a piece of shit. I think as a president, he was a very unexciting, lukewarm piece of shit who just made a lot of spicy tweets. But I'll say this, that lukewarm piece of shit, I was a lot happier when he was in charge than Biden. And like I said, Biden kind of is, you know, literally profiting off of selling America down the river. I just, it bothers me that we're letting that guy stay in office and not even bring him up on charges or investigation. Seems like, just seems weird. Seems weird. I'm a lot less worried about who might have saw those documents that the industrial war machine wanted to go to war with Iraq, and Trump said no. I'm not worried about that anywhere near as much as I'm worried about, wait a minute, how much money did the Bidens take from Ukraine? Miss Netherlands is a mister. Yeah, I did that yesterday. Miss Netherlands is a mister. Well, actually, as I pointed out yesterday, I will not endorse a person as trans unless they've had bottom surgery. So that's, is that a mister or not? I don't know. How much money they owe to Ukraine, says Fork Main Thicky. No, they don't owe that money. We do. They signed us up to pay the bill. It's like when you sign up for a service and you co-sign someone else and you know you're going to run out on it, and so does the person signing you up for the bill, and you just go, oh, well, I'm going to take it from this guy. And they go, yeah, you are. Yeah, you're going to get it from them. In that case, it's us. And we just didn't, have any say in the matter. Because, again, democracy. Trump was used to him snapping his fingers and everyone jumping. He's so strong and brave, he overcame his childhood. Oh. Who overcame his boyhood? The person or Biden? Or I don't know. I think we have a sound drop for that. Hold on. Where is it? Wrong one. There we go. Democracy indeed. Ah, I see what you did there. Alrighty, let's go to this next story. Toronto police are closing a bar at headquarters. There's perks for being a cop. One of them is you don't have to go very far to get a drink. Decision comes after an officer entered lounge hours before being charged with impaired driving. Oh, imagine that. An off-duty cop ties a few on and then might, drive. A licensed, fully stocked bar inside a lounge for senior officers at the Toronto police service headquarters is being closed, police confirmed to CBC Toronto on Sunday. The decision comes after CBC Toronto reported an officer entered the lounge hours before being charged with impaired driving. The chief's office and executive officers lounge committee notified senior officers in May that the bar's liquor license would not be renewed, a police spokesman said in an email. Police have not linked the closure of CBC's reporting or the impaired driving charges brought against Superintendent, Reyes Hussein. The Executive Office Lounge was first issued a liquor license at the 40 College Street headquarters in 1989, according to the Alcohol and Gaming Commission of Ontario. Moving forward, the service will apply for a special occasions permit from the AGCO should we decide to host an event where alcohol may be served. A special occasions permit is required anytime liquor is offered for sale somewhere other than a licensed establishment. Police say the bar was used infrequently. You're saying that now. In April, a CBC Toronto investigation reported that Superintendent Reyes Hussein entered the lounge at about 3 hours before he crashed his service-issued SUV into another vehicle in Pickering and was charged with impaired driving in January of 2022. It's unclear how long Hussein was in the executive officer's lounge and whether or not he drank in the room. I'm guessing he did. Hussein, who headed the police service's disciplinary tribunal, pleaded guilty in October of 2022 to driving with a blood alcohol level over 80 milligrams per 100 milliliters of blood in connection with the crash. He was sentenced to 1 year driving probation and fined $1,560. Police said the alcohol license was used infrequently, largely for formal functions like retirements or when hosting dignitaries. The Toronto Police Association supports the decision. John Reed, its president, said in an emailed statement, "It has always been our strong desire that command and senior officers lead by example in both their actions and accountability," Reed said. And thanks to one fucknut, he ruined it for everyone. Fork Main Thicky saying, I turned 21 in October. I can't wait to drink. Well, good for you. It's if you've been waiting until now, it's vastly overstated. I mean, if you can't wait to drink legally, okay, I get that. If you haven't, if you've abstained because naughty booze, you're gonna be very underwhelmed. It's not gonna knock your socks off. At least it shouldn't. Don't go too crazy. That's all I ever say. Don't go too crazy. Toronto Police Association. It always strong. Yep. Civilian body that oversees the police force was not involved with the decision. Toronto Police Services Board Chair Ann Morgan said in an emailed statement to CBC News on Sunday. It's crazy they ever had it. John Sewell, co-coordinator of the Toronto Police Accountability Coalition, an advocacy group that's dedicated to making police more accountable to the public, said it's about time the police closed down their bar. It's crazy that they ever had it, but good. I'm glad they're getting rid of it. What a fucking joy kill. It's entirely inappropriate. If the police officers want to drink, there's lots of bars around police headquarters. Yeah, but then they have to mix with the plebs. They can't talk about the guy that they beat and obstructed from his rights. You can't talk about the guy you hit with your car at a regular bar. They're gonna get mad. You gotta be at the police bar where you're like, no, I totally hit that guy with my car. Alok Mukherjee, a chair. Oh, Jesus. He said in his 10 years of being in that room for various events, there were very few occasions where the bar was used. Right. Nobody used this bar. It's just been open since 1989 until now. You've just given it a good 30-year run because nobody used it. You didn't close it down. You kept renewing the liquor license because nobody used the bar. It was so infrequently. The only time it was used for a non-formal function was when that one guy got drunk and crashed his car. Sometimes you want to go where everybody knows your badge number. Dun, 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 dun. You're next to the drunk tank if you need to slumber. Dun, dun, dun. You want to go where you can be tased just for being lame. Oh, rather infrequent. Oh, God. Yeah, avoid drinking unless you like addiction. Otherwise, fucking party, bro. I mean, again, there's nothing wrong with some social drinking. There's nothing wrong with tying one on. I do the same thing here every once in a while. Not recently. Haven't for a while. But maybe we should again soon. I don't know. But I don't know. What am I? What am I? Some guy advocating alcohol? I'm just saying. It's not a big deal. But again, if you waited till 21, prepare to be underwhelmed. Especially by beer. Especially by beer. So, all right. They're pissed that these people ever had it, but by God, they're getting rid of it because they just never use it. Oh. I don't believe you. I don't believe you never use it. I'm going to keep saying it from the rooftops. All right, so while I wait for this ad to finish to play this footage, a volcano located just 20 miles... Oh, there we go. A volcano located just 20 miles from Iceland's capital erupted for the third time in 3 years after remaining dormant for thousands of years. And the entire event was captured on stunning video. For the third time in 3 years, Earth erupts in wreckages. I don't know. President Gundi Johansson wrote on Twitter, "No threat to infrastructure yet, but civil defense has closed off a large danger zone for the time due to the volcanic gases. Meanwhile, we monitor the spectacle from a safe distance in awe of Mother Nature," he added, posting a picture of the fissure. Officials initially warned that the eruption of Mount Fragis-Dallas-Jezefall, which started on Monday, had started spewing life-threatening toxic gas by Tuesday morning. They reported that the eruption had slowed and the fissure had shrunk. You know, someone get Greta Thunberg over there to go tell that volcano to be ashamed of itself. How dare you? They're spewing toxic gas. Go tell the volcano to stop that. That's bad for the environment. All right, so let's get to... You want to see some... Oh, nope, that's not at all what we were doing. Nope, There we go. And I wanted you to go like this. I want to click on. See, I want to click this thing here because it's All right. I don't think there's any audio anyway. Yeah, we don't have any audio. Let's rewind it quick. Boop boop. So yeah, this is just this is your backyard, homie. It's on fire and it's slow. It looks like a liquid parking lot. A liquid parking lot with giant fiery plumes of just in the middle. That volcano hole is bigger than hers. You see that eruption in my fissure, says Fat Cone? All right. I respect you guys, so I hear, hey, man, I'm not telling you what to do. I'm not your dad. I'm just saying. Underwhelming. Oh, God. Jesus. It just... How close do you think you have to get to cook the marshmallows? And if it's really releasing toxic gases, do you attempt to eat the marshmallow s'more you make from the volcano fire? I feel like that's a bad call. Oh, I want to see some stupid TikTok challenge of people that are daring to touch just a little bit of molten rock for a second. What's the worst that could happen? It's just exploding liquid rock. That is the creepiest part. That is liquid boulder. Those are mountains and shit. Then just it looks like water. It shouldn't look like water. Oh, there was a big one. Somebody burped. Oh, wow. That guy was so excited when he figured out you smoke a pipe like an actual pipe. Wait a minute, what guy? And why do the locals throw sheep at it? P Salty, please tell me you're kidding. I really don't believe that they throw sheep at the volcano. Literally how Earth sausage is made. I mean, is Earth sauce? This doesn't look like sausage. This looks a lot more like sauce. Oh, and there we go. There's a nice aerial view. That's just a giant swath of your country that's just kind of on fire because, there's a volcano and it's leaking. Thorn saying, I'll send you a link. Worth it. They don't eat raw sheep, mate. Yeah, but, you don't throw the sheep into the A real man eats sheep raw. Actually, I used to work with a chef that would trim lamb chops, and he would eat the lamb meat raw. Grossed me out. I'm not saying it's a sign, but I will say this all started after we elected Biden. Past 3 years, that volcano's been raging. Someone's letting us know what the problem is. Wait a minute, old guy smokes for the first time. Oh, I thought this was about throwing sheep in a volcano. Oh, no way I was joking. Yeah, is it hot in here? It's a little toasty. Beside the volcano, not in the volcano. Come on. I don't know. So wait. You said throwing sheep in it. And why do the locals throw sheep at it? I assume when you throw sheep at it, it meant in it. I am not sure. At it, not in it. Well, I mean, why? If you're throwing it at it, I assume the sheep is eventually going in. Is the sheep at least dead, or they just... I don't even want to know. Cook a feed. Grandpa smokes weed for the first time in his life. I didn't ask for this, but you know what? I'm always there for someone popping their marijuana cherry.
Yep. Welcome. Need to take a quick peek at your recommendation there? Sure. And then your California ID as well. They're going to give you a tour of the facility, register you, and you'll be all set, okay?
My name's Larry Savage. I'm 6.
All right, so this is a 4-minute clip, which means I'll have enough time to grind up and join. But, why is it always the sheep? Most likely because the sheep they'll take it, man. They know they'll get their revenge. Sheep are Satan's lapdog. Every mistreated sheep is just a sheep with a list in hell waiting to punish every asshole that had a hand in mistreating them. Everyone that's ever fucked a sheep has had that ordeal visited upon them, okay? They are Satan's lapdog. Sheep are evil. Sheep are evil.
66 years old. I just retired. And I have a wife, 41 years marriage, 2 kids, and 4 grandchildren.
A few hours ago, I got my medical marijuana card from the doctor. Not a difficult exam, of course.
So, you're 66 years old.
Yeah.
You take a number of medications.
Yes.
And that was for back pain, anxiety, rage, depression, and high blood pressure. Is it for all of these that you want to use the marijuana?
You know, I take too many pills.
Have you ever used marijuana?
No.
Never?
No. I'd like
All right, so why did we cut so hard there? So this guy has never used marijuana. He's in a shop for the first time. I don't know who is it that sent this to me? I think it was Thorn. Thank you for sending me this, Thorn, because now and I'll check out what Fallen dropped in there. Technically, you could dip your hand in or through lava, and you will not get burned because the temperature fluctuations create condensation on your hands, protecting your flesh briefly. This part is boring. We need the actual smoking part. All right, fine.
Beginners.
I was dog walking it so I could join.
I'm all set now. I've been in a spiritual search. I've never smoked marijuana. I want to try to see how marijuana works for me. I've been looking forward to this for a while. I'm glad I'm doing this right now.
Yeah, let's go.
Burnt my thumb.
You don't get how it works.
And I'm holding it in, but I don't think I got much smoke. I don't think I got any. Here goes.
No. Nobody fucking told him. Nobody told him. You should have watched a YouTube video on how to smoke a pipe. Yeah, he should have. I haven't smoked pot in 30 years. Oh my God, he thinks it's crack. Yeah, that poor pipe.
Come on, Larry. You can see I'm not a professional. Well, I don't think that's the way I used to smoke a pipe, because I did it one time. I'll try it the old pipe way.
No. You did not used to smoke a pipe, and you immediately went crack pipe style. And the thing is laid out like a fucking pipe, you goddamn asshole. He never smoked pot, says P. Salty. Right. And traditional tobacco pipes don't have a choke because you don't clear a traditional tobacco pipe. You smoke it and smoke it and smoke it until you're done. You don't need it to sit. You can let it ember and burn. Nobody cares. So the only thing he should have to learn is the managing of the choke. But other than that, it's still a fucking pipe, dude.
Maybe that'll work. Wow.
I hate that they put music on it.
Did it one time. I'll try it the old pipe way. Maybe that'll work. Wow. That's the way to make it work. Now I'm gonna wait for the action. The noises are becoming, seems to me, louder. Everything I can hear better. I guess that's the way of saying it.
I can hear better with this marijuana. Nobody thought he was so dumb that he wouldn't be able to figure it out. I want to see him smoke a bong. Yeah. Oh. God, that was fucking funny.
Feel mellow.
I want to see him walk into traffic.
My wife, she's a great woman. She knows what I'm doing. Does she like it? No, she was worried I'm going to leave her, but I'm not. And there's a statue of a guy talking to nobody out there. That's just something I noticed. In your imagination, you can make something of that big stump there. What it could be. It could be a lion laying on its back. It could be anything you want. My children, grandchildren, everybody knows what I'm doing. They don't necessarily agree. I have seen paintings like that. All my life I worked, working till you retire, 65.
Oh, shit. How old is this story? Did he have to go back to work to afford his weed? Don't worry about the whiskey we had while eating that pizza. All of a sudden, it's mushrooms.
You're in a cast iron suit, and now you got to break out of it. I want to see if marijuana can help me. And then I'll go on my way after this experience, this human experience.
He would love the shrooms. I want to catch up with that guy. I want to know what happened to Grandpa smoking weed for the first time. Where did Grandpa go from there? That was 11 years ago. Is Grandpa still alive? Is he a huge pothead? Has he, Oh, God. It's almost 4:20. That's ironic. Oh, wait, what? Not true. There are traditional pipes with a carb. My dad smokes pipes. All right. I'm wrong. He's a heroin addict now. Dude, do you tell people after that? Like, oh, I'm an idiot and I accidentally hit the pipe this way, man? Oh, man. The old pipe way. Oh, God damn it. I really want to know where that guy is at now. I want to know where he's at. That was a nice break and a nice little lovely thing. Which is good because this one's not going to be as lovely. We have a video here of a church built in the early years of the 17th century it was made up of important nave. It is made up of an important nave of 7 bays with side aisles and a choir for polygonal apse. I don't know what that is. The first 4 bays of the nave, no doubt, raised during a second campaign of works. Blah 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 blah. So yes, this incredibly awesome church that we're gonna get to a video about it. This incredibly awesome church built in the 17th century in France. A very interesting historical piece of history, and oh boy, look at it burn. Ah, shit, that's right. These things always have to load. So that church is now a pile of ash, and you might be asking why. Well, it's because of the events happening in France recently, and even though the president of France, Emmanuel Macron, has promised to protect them, the churches are being destroyed all over France since the riots began. And what is it? There's oh, dude, we've got another one. Another Catholic church burns to the ground in France. So again, they're going out and burning the churches, because when you want to protest, racial profiling by police, you obviously go for burning churches. I remember when the George Floyd protests happened, the first thing they did is they went to the church. It was a mostly peaceful fire. Right, it was a mostly peaceful fire. Mostly peaceful. And I mean, look, I'm not religious. I'm not defending religion. But what I will say about the churches, these buildings are fucking old as shit. There's history in them, brick by brick. The people who built them, the way they were built, when they were commissioned, whatever. There's like legit history in that shit, and just being willing to just burn it down. And at the drop of a hat, as soon as you have the slightest provocation, almost like you were waiting to do it, as soon as you got a reason. Car parts be racist, yo. Actually, Toastmaster, no, they did not have a problem with the people, because again, the people doing this, we'll read you some stuff. Again, I'm not saying, oh my God, the poor church, but I'm saying, dude, seriously, that was a very, very old building. It survived this long, but you decided to solve that problem, by God. They have to get rid of God, man, because they have to get rid of God because man can only be slave to one master, and now your choice is God or government. Oh, you thought this was the government? No. Here, let me pop back over here quick. I hope you're sitting down. Tickle you with a feather. I'm sure you won't be. There was an arrest made for another church set ablaze. Luckily, firefighters were at least able to save parts of what was left of that one. This violence isn't stopping at arson. Police are investigating an assault on a Catholic priest in which a Muslim gang shouted "dirty Christian" at yet another church. So, again, police are carrying out inquiries after a gang of a dozen Muslims assaulted a Catholic priest recently, shouting "dirty Christian" at Notre Dame du Liban Church in Lyon. On Friday, July 7th, at 12 p.m., a fire completely destroyed this half-timbered church in Champagne-Bourillon is part of Bocage. All right, there we go. Is part of the circuit of 13 timbered churches unique in Europe or even in the world. Our goal is to rebuild it identically. We are supported in this project by public authorities. Oh, God. Again, churches are quite literally under fire in France. In 2021, over 48 churches were burned down in Canada. And just last month, a church was set fire in Orlando on the anniversary of the overturn of Roe v. Wade. Well, yeah, but again, in France, that's literally a. Thank you for the 125 bits. An incredible turn of events happened. Wait a minute, what? They saved the trees. Yay, trees. Not one leaf. Okay. Either way, I will say this. With the burning down of the churches and stuff, I guess, like, I can't really think of the mindset that it would take to do that. Like, I wouldn't burn down a church. I have my problems with religion, but the building itself didn't do anything, right? Like, and again, I wouldn't take towards violence unless you guys ever watch Animal Planet? Oh, Lordy. Oh, good God. So, mob mentality. Yeah, it is a gang of Muslim people going after, in this case, a priest, and then I'm guessing the churches. But like I said, the mob mentality would be one thing if they were all going after a target that had kind of provoked them. The church thing, the churches didn't have anything to do with this treatment. It's just literally it's like if it's just like if someone was claiming that they were being racially persecuted by Muslims, and then as opposed to the cops or whoever are doing the persecuting, they took it out on the mosques. Like, it just like, wait a minute, what? Satanists love to orgy. What? I doubt it's more than this will get more news. Okay, I am really losing the chat on where it's going, but all right, I am fine with that. To be fair, some of them churches are old enough to be the second time they were burned down by Muslims. Fallen the Great asking, wait, what's wrong with orgies? Yeah, what's wrong with orgies? Just because I haven't been in one doesn't mean I'm against it. Don't close the door in front of me. All right, I got to stop using that button. Maybe it's just because it's orange and I can't stop hitting it. All righty. This story, someone had been mentioning this morning. This is relatively late breaking news. Thank you, Mikey, for the emotes on the wall. Very much appreciate all of that. That's super awesome of you. Hey, Johnny, says Mikey. Hey, Mikey. Good to see you, sir. My Pillow is auctioning off hundreds of items after retailers drop product, Mike Lindell says. It's a little sad. Old Mike Lindell has kind of worked himself into a serious situation where his incessant need to push for Donald Trump having been the legitimate election winner has gone very much not his way. So your company is suffering because of your political view. I see no problem here. Yeah, much like Bud Light kind of sticking their dick in the door and closing it and then surprised that it gave them an owie. In the case of the MyPillow thing, I have to agree with Angry Saxon. You made your company, which you're the face of, and you made this big political stance, and yeah, no, it's gonna tank the company. Beating a dead sheep. Alrighty. MyPillow auctioning off hundreds of items after retailers drop product, Mike Lindell says. A large amount of surplus industrial equipment from the company MyPillow is now up for auction online, including from the company's Minnesota factory. The items are being auctioned off using KBid online auctions, and items include dock trucks, sewing machines, forklifts, boxes, and more, according to the listing page. 824 items will be auctioned off, and the event ends July 18th at 7 p.m. Mike Lindell, the MyPillow chief executive officer, told Minnesota television station WCCO that the auction is a surplus auction that is a reflection of the change from big box and mall store sales to direct-to-consumer approach. Lindell said MyPillow in-store sales were canceled by retailers such as Walmart and Bed Bath & Beyond. Well, Bed Bath & Beyond is closed. If I've gotten in, I'll fix it next time. Sure, I promise.
Case, he had challenged people to prove claims. Equipment from Minnesota company MyPillow is now up for auction online. In April, MyPillow CEO Mike Lindell lost an arbitration case. He had challenged people to prove claims he made about the 2020 election wrong and promised a big payout. A computer software expert did, and Lindell's company was ordered to pay out $5 million. Lindell said that MyPillow lost $100 million because of his election claims. KBid Online Auctions is hosting the auction. It includes trucks, heavy-duty equipment, office equipment, sewing machines, and more from MyPillow. According to the auction, there are nearly 850 items up for bid. The auction is set to end on July 18th at 7 p.m. WCCO has reached out to a MyPillow spokesperson for comment, but we have not heard back just yet.
We have new developments now after this weekend's deadly crash in Robbinsdale. Police now have a suspect in custody on probable cause homicide.
Why did you skip right over to a thing? I hit the pause button. Why didn't he just shut up for a minute? Mike, right? What a great story he had. I think it would be really, really funny if this drove him to go the other way around, like, you know, from rags to riches and then riches to rags, right back on the street smoking crack. Like that would suck. But I gotta feel like this has got to be a trying time. Oh, never mind. Angry Saxon's saying the same thing I am. Crackhead to business owner back to crackhead. I feel like that could happen. That could happen. Do your friends and family tell you to get fucked? Get yourself a... Do your friends and family tell you to get fucked? Get yourself a MyPillow and fuck yourself. Finally, you can give yourself the fucking you deserve. Most people don't fuck themselves like they should be fucked. But with a MyPillow, you can fuck yourself from sunup to sundown like there's nobody's business. A full-body MyPillow is just like a live, willing woman, except she won't make you a sandwich. So I guess it's kind of like a live, willing Democrat. I don't feel good about that. I'm sorry. I apologize. That is horrible. I shouldn't. Nobody should laugh, and that's the thing. My dildo, not my pillow. Milo, that man has so many turns. He's never gonna be straight. That Danish accent isn't working. Yeah, I'm sorry. I have a MyPillow. It's like a warm hug from Trump every night, says Fat Conan. I have a MyPillow. I will admit I like my MyPillow. I'm going to pull the audio down. I might want to buy a new one if they're a little hard to get a hold of right now. They might be going away. All right, so that's our second hour stories. There we go there. And now let's get to the third hour stories. For our third hour, we're going to be talking about George Santos. We've got some information again on the flooding on the East Coast that we're going to go over. A article by Business Insider tried to be a DeSantis hit piece and ended up becoming a DeSantis fluff piece, and we'll talk all about that. And we've got some things to talk about. An Asian American group being very unhappy with the Democrats. It's great that the Democrats are just putting themselves in the perfect spot to kick themselves in the dick. But wait, are the MyPillows bad? The MyPillows are not bad. Look, I'll say this. Mike Lindell is a fucking bag of rocks nuts, but good God, the MyPillows are great. I wash it, I dry it. It's still got plenty of life to it. I love my MyPillow. Oh, wait a minute. Fall in the grave. Do you have coworkers or a boss that can't please their wife? Then get them a My Dildo and save your job. Oh, that's fun. This show is fun. We only have an hour left. That sucks. God damn it. All right, we did the old Yeller thing. I don't want to do that again. Why did that get on there? Yeah, no, this is the one we wanted. Oh, it went over on its own because I didn't have the audio up. I didn't know it was playing. Oh, fuck. Is it me or is Anderson Cooper just becoming a saltier, bitchier, just person? Oh, okay. All right, so our first story. His new company is called Dragon. Chase a My Dragon. Fat Conan saying Anderson Cooper is a bitch. I kind of start feeling that way, especially when I see him like with all this vitriol about Santos. Much like people freaking out about Trump or coronavirus, I'm on the point where when you want to act like Santos is this big evil person, I'll be like, dude, you know what? Fuck it. Let's just let silver-haired fucknut here say his piece, and then I'll get to mine. I get
New York Congressman George Santos has taken on many fake identities with his fabricated resume, and his shamelessness continues. He has now compared himself to civil rights pioneer Rosa Parks.
I mean, if you think that's shameless, I have a clip of a guy who said, hey, I graduated top of my class at Harvard, and he never even went to Harvard. And if you can believe that lying sack of shit then went on to sell his influence and just completely butt-fuck the country, all in the name of enriching himself, right? His son, he got off of multiple drug charges and a weapons charge with a slap on the wrist. And, I mean, you think that's bad. Wait till you hear the fucking cherry on top. This piece of shit is the president. Right, George Santos. Look, don't get me wrong. George Santos comparing himself to Rosa Parks. Dog shit move. Don't know how he did it. Surprised that he even made the attempt. But let's be honest. If you want to talk about pieces of dog shit, George Santos is a very small one. There's a giant one sitting at the top of the food chain in the political spectrum in the White House. I mean, I'm amazed you can't. I assumed the face was because you could smell it.
His comments came in a recent podcast interview where he discussed Senator Mitt Romney, reportedly telling him, quote, "You don't belong here," before President Biden's State of the Union address in February. Santos invoked Rosa Parks' name when discussing what happened. Listen.
I'm going to call them out. You want to call me a liar? I'll call you a sellout. I mean, Mitt Romney, the man goes to the State of the Union of the United States wearing a Ukraine lapel pin, tells me, a Latino gay man, that I shouldn't sit in the front, that I should be in the back. Well, guess what? Rosa Parks didn't sit in the back, and neither am I going to sit in the back.
Yeah, but it wasn't because you were a Latino or a gay man. He told you to sit in the back because you're completely full of shit. Again, I feel like you forgot the part where he asked you to sit in the back because, again, you're complete. But that is the weird part. Like, you need to sit in the back, but we put Biden up front at the State of the Union address. He's a horrible piece of shit. Just as big a criminal. Stole more money than this guy did. I mean, this guy did over some stupid reasons, like a dog and shit. But Biden, again, the more I learn about Biden, the more I'm like, you know what? George Santos is just dollar store Republican Joe Biden.
Oh, snap. Let's put this into context, shall we? In 1955, Rosa Parks was arrested in Montgomery.
Let's put this into context, shall we? Anderson Cooper has a boner for George Santos because he wants to call out a corrupt politician, but he won't say dick about Joe Biden because he's a CNN puppet and he only calls out Republican politicians. So I don't need to put it in context. We're all well aware of who Rosa Parks is. We're all well aware of who George Santos is. But I just feel like if you think again, much like Trump, I'm on the thing where, oh, can you believe this George Santos? I'd be like, if you think that's bad, wait till I tell you what the president's done. This bloke is a fuck stain. Yes, he's a fuck stain. Anderson went 2x intern. Anderson went 2 times intern for the CIA. Okay. There's then got a job at CNN. Who needs a fuck stain? Says Fallon is willing to get a fuck stain, and his name is Tim Walz. Oh. You must know that. What, that he's a 2-time intern at the CIA? I didn't know that. You blokes are Yanks. I don't keep track of I don't keep track of CNN and all of them. I just I didn't know that. He's older than your dad. I'd believe that. He is a fucking silver-haired bastard. We're over yanking off. Oh, wow. I just gotta say that one got really sideways.
Tier 100, are we talking about stains of fuck? How's the thick clit today?
It's an awesome time. We're having a great time on the show. Thank you for being a part of it. We've got a little bit under an hour left in this thing. And so thank you for being a part of this immensely awesome and amazing show. And my back is killing. Oh my God, what the fuck is that? That looks like, that does not look, I don't know what that is, but that looks inappropriate. I shouldn't be seeing such things. I like the new ta-dum-tsh. As a far righter, I mainly call out Republicans as assholes. They shouldn't be allowed to play the dummy card. Hey, I'm for calling out everyone as an asshole. Just like I said, if you have a pair of functioning eyes and a memory longer than that of a goldfish, you can't sit here and act like George Santos is this big evil person or Donald Trump is this big evil person and just ignore the fact that Joe Biden is a bigger, eviler person. Eviler? More evil person? I don't know. So bad he's fucking with my grammar. Alrighty,
Cheer 100.
Thank you, Well Salty. That's super awesome. Vermont governor warns we are not out of the woods, even as floodwaters begin receding with the dam near capacity. I think this is this video.
A new primetime lineup on
Oh, I don't want ad 1 of 1. Fuck you, ad. Fuck you, ad.
The Wrightsville Dam, which sits just north of Mount Pelier, is
Why
near
didn't somebody tell me
maximum
my ass was so
capacity.
big?
And if water starts overflowing the dam, then a large amount of water would add to the problem. Fox Weather's Ian Oliver is in Vermont, where residents say they really...
You read worse than I do, okay? I'm retarded. What's your excuse? I'm doing this shit from an egg chair, all right?
I feel strangely drawn to its presence.
Here comes a train, a busy little train, rushing up and down on the daisy line. Mummies and daddies, the grandpas and the grannies, everyone's aboard on the 809. Here comes a train, and here comes driver 10 too. Wah-hey! Here it comes, here it comes, here comes a train today. Here comes a train!
Cheer 500 penis.
It doesn't work for me. I gotta have more cowbell.
Cheer 100 boobs. Cheer 100 great timing scruffluffligus.
Oh, I ended up breaking that one. I couldn't keep the seal. Well, 30% of the way through level 1 of a, I don't know if it's a hostage hype train or a raid hype train. Just, okay. I was enjoying this asshole failing to speak, but,
It doesn't work for me.
What doesn't?
I gotta have more cowbell.
Mr. Brown III following the channel. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. That's awesome. Thank you. We do news. We fuck around. I don't know if you can tell from the egg chair, but I try not to take this thing too seriously. But who knows? I suck at it, I guess. I mean, wow. F8 says Thorn. F8 on what? The fact that I'm still dying?
Cheer 100.
It doesn't work for me. I gotta have more cowbell.
Thank you. 33% of this hype train with 3 minutes and 13 seconds left. Thank you, Locketfix, for following the channel. I really got to get those badges updated. That person was right. I can't
Cheer
afford
100
artwork. But...
penises.
Yeah, see, that's what did it. The fucking
lips.
penises.
Your mama was a snowblower.
Well, it's weird because, I mean, yes, she was, but she's also a Game of Thrones fan. So it's really anyone that looks like Kit Harington and says, like, you know, the King in the North. Like, you got about a 50-50 shot at getting the old Knobgoblin, you know what I mean? But I don't know.
You want to see my pecker?
I haven't checked up on her lately. Thank you, Dear Butch, for the 50 bits. All right. Let's get back to this video where, again, this guy can't fucking speak straight, and he's trying to sell the seriousness of if the dam overflows, the city that finally stopped getting massive flooding will get more flooding.
Felt off guard, and seeing where you're at here, boy oh boy, I mean, that water is at least up to your ankles there, Ian.
Boy oh boy, I tell you, I got a whole buttload of feelings. Thank you for the laugh track and the channel points. Your mother was a hamster, and your father smells of elderberries. Oh, it's just a harmless Louis flood, isn't it? Oh, look at the bones. I'm sorry, I was trying to shoehorn it into this story. This guy is hilarious. Your damn problem.
Guess what? I got a fever. And the only prescription is more cowbell.
71% of the way through that hype train. Thank you, Fat Conan. I'll do that later. 71%, minute and 13 left. 2 subscriptions from Lab Glass. That's been awesome. There's a couple from Lab Glass today, but 2 more for Lab Glass. Make sure he gets his very much needed cowbell. Here we go, cowbell. Hey-o. 1, 2, and there we are. Cowbell completed. I need Christopher Walken to live forever. I don't know how good you're gonna be on that. Thank you, whoever indulged in Taco Bell. Oh. Oh, that doesn't. Thank you, 75%. Why that noise after you talk about walking? I have no idea. I didn't play it. I take that as a slight. I did not do that. That was not me.
The problem, Fox Weather's Ian Oliver is in Vermont, where residents say
I think I should
really
flush
felt
Mr.
off
Brown
guard.
the third cheer 100.
How long have you been hanging on to Mr. Brown the Third? Is this a fish, or are we talking about a dump you took? I named it because he has a face. I don't want to flush it because it looks sad. It's a cold and watery grave. I love you, Jack. I'll never forget you. My shot will go on. Oh, all right. Oh, wait, what? I think I should flush Mr. Brown the Third. Oh, that's actually someone's name. Oh, that's hurtful. 1, we should not flush Mr. Brown the Third. They've done nothing flush-worthy. Great fucking flick. Oh, The Deer Hunter. I don't even know if I remember that one. All right, back to this dude who has trouble talking.
And seeing where you're at here, boy, oh boy, I mean, that water is at least up to your ankles there, Ian.
I don't know what it is about his face. Do you have a lot of trouble speaking? That scene there, boy, oh boy. Are you putting on, be honest, are you putting on white voice and white face? Like, is this to make people feel comfortable? Like, are you a little bit more from the street than a lot of us might realize? Like, if I could speak for your inner monologue, would you be like, damn, that water about to yo ass? Like, I mean, is that what you were gonna say? But you had to keep it business level. You're fighting it really hard.
Vermont, where residents say they really felt off guard. And seeing where you're at here, boy, oh boy, I mean, that water is at least up to your ankles there, Ian.
Yes, boy, oh boy, it sure is difficult. And pimpin' suit. Yeah, that's the other thing, too. You don't, that suit and that look doesn't fit a boy, oh boy. It's Carlton from The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Thank you, Fat Conan. I had the YouTube chat blurred out for some reason, so I unblurred it. And the first comment that I read that I missed, apparently, was Fallen the Great saying, your mother eats ass like she was stuck in Auschwitz for 3 years. That's poo water. I guarantee you that's poo water. Of course it's poo water. Residents are really feeling the pain. Boy, oh boy. All right, one last time, and I'll let you continue your story. But you got to admit, I'm a scary judge of talent.
Is in Vermont, where residents say they really felt off guard. And seeing where you're at here, boy, oh boy, I mean, that water is at least up to your ankles there, Ian.
That water's at least up to your ankles there, Ian. I mean, are you strapped with your...
Michael, and it gets a whole lot deeper. This is Main Street in Montpelier, Vermont. As you move down Main Street, that is the town hall off in the distance there. And what you can see behind me, they just launched a couple of folks in a canoe. That has been the scene throughout.
Experience beautiful Montpelier, Vermont, where you can go boating right down Main Street. It's like now it's Venice.
The morning hours, folks moving about in canoes, kayaks. We've seen stand-up paddle boards going down Main Street, in addition to the Colchester.
We had one dick in a jet ski. I mean, come on, man. Don't make it look too
Cheer
fun.
100 Holy moly, Archie. Look out for the ankle-deep water.
He practiced that so hard in the mirror. Take us away, Ian. Oh, boy, oh, boy. That water looks up to your ankles, Ian.
Fire rescue just from up the way, up Interstate 89 just a touch, which has reopened, thankfully, within the last couple of hours in both directions, north and south of Montpelier. They're down to help. They deployed an inflatable vehicle. In fact, they have not returned.
They deployed an inflatable bounce house. I mean, mixed signal, having fun, and a flood, little weird. But, hey, dude, who's to argue? The bounce house has moved from building to building, helping to evacuate people. It really has become our house in the middle of the street because it's floating down the street. Our house in the middle of the street, our house, this inflatable is neat.
And that, yes, they have. Okay, so they have that back on the trailer. But what they've been doing is basically surveying the damage up and down Main Street because of what we've seen. This event, which has become historic, trailing only the Great Vermont Flood of 1927. We saw the Winooski River at Montpelier.
We saw the Winooski River, and let me tell you, Winooski was not happy. And you know what I say? When it comes to Winooski, no Nooski is good Winooski.
Crest, which we have thankfully seen waters drop back. We'll talk about how much in just a second, but it crested at almost 21.5 feet. That's good for 2.5 feet, almost in excess of the levels that we saw back during Tropical Storm Irene. That was a dozen years ago, back in 2011, and that is really the storm of reference for that region, for this region. I went through it together. I was living and working here in Vermont at Channel 3 News in Burlington. And
fucking subtle brag. I was working and living here in Vermont at Channel 3 News. I don't mean to brag, but I'm a Vermont news guy. I've been from station to station dodging sexual assault allegations. What?
That was a devastating event that it took years for the state to bounce back from. And now here we are in a storm system that doesn't have a name. It wasn't of a tropical nature, even though it was tropical moisture that fueled this incredible amount of rain.
So wait a minute, you're pissed that it doesn't have a name because you don't know who to hate? What's going on?
5 to 8 inches in the beautiful Green Mountain State, but unfortunately those mountains, 4,000 up to almost 4,400 feet, Mount Mansfield, Vermont's tallest mountain. I do want to talk about the improvements that we've seen here. Just in the last hour, it's become more apparent. That Ford Focus off in the distance that you can see here, and we're going to take a peek down Main Street so you can see that. Town Hall, folks on a canoe off in the distance. That Ford Focus, when we got here early this morning, about 8 a.m. or so, when we were finally able to make it into Montpelier with the amount of roads closed across the state of Vermont. That's the key here, is that this is not a Montpelier event. This is an entire state of Vermont event, but they are scenes that look like this. The Ford Focus, the water was well up over the trunk. Now you see it's below the license plate. It's down to the rear bumper. So that has dropped call it about 1.5 feet, 2 feet maybe. We could only see the top of this trash can, which I'm not sure where it came from. The floodwaters had pushed this out into the middle of Main Street. We could only see the very top.
So the water's receding. What are you complaining about? Honestly, unless you're the person that owns the Ford.
It doesn't work for me. I gotta have more cowbell.
Thank you, STC Poors, for following the channel. I appreciate that.
Last time I checked, we don't have a whole lot of songs that feature the cowbell.
I gotta have more cowbell, baby.
Subscribing with Prime for a month. Thank you very, very much, STC Poors. Get a little cowbell for Mr. Poors. Thank you very much. Talk to CNN about doxing people. Wait, what? I bet there are some great deals on used cars there later this week. I mean, I bet that Ford will be for sale. You know, it'd be hilarious if you saw someone trying to fish in this shit. That would be funny. So just like, you know what? What are the odds I get a bite? Just give it a go. Guarantee you it'd be a catfish.
Top of that lid. So that gives you kind of a good sense of how much the water has dropped. It's about 2 feet. There's a drone flying by as well, taking a look at the scene here on Main Street. Michael, you mentioned the Wrightsville Dam, and that's been the talker here of great concern over the last several hours. Earlier, we got that update. They said there was about 6 feet of play before the water was going to approach the spillway of Wrightsville Dam. We got an update from the county at about 11:30 a.m. They said it's now just about a foot. So the issue here is there's some give and take happening. You've got the spillway. That was built in response to the Great Vermont Flood of 1927. It was completed in 1935. It's never been tested like this, not even during Tropical Storm Irene. It was never this close to actually having to release water from that reservoir.
So in other words, we're saying the water is receding everywhere because the dam is taking it all, but the dam's about to give it right back. Fuck you, here's your flood water. It's gonna collapse the dam. Can I still get some dam bait?
If it has to, which that water has unfortunately still been rising, it's about 3.5 miles up the way here, 3.5 miles north of Montpelier. The North Fork of the Winooski River is about 3,000 feet off to my right. That's where the two rivers meet, the North Fork and the Winooski proper. The water would have to rush down. It would likely be beyond here, but that's where the concern, Michael, is that we could see renewed flooding concerns and maybe a reversal in what has been dropping water levels. I'm sure you can hear it. The Colchester Technical Rescue Team, it does look like they're about to deploy the inflatables once again. So,
you know, I mean, I know it's serious, but they're about to deploy the inflatables once again. That sounds like a party. This bloke is trying to do his best to make a story. Notice the floors aren't wet. The fucking floors aren't wet. What do you mean the floors aren't wet?
We'll keep an eye.
The ground's
on this.
wet?
They had previously gone out and done a mission probably about an hour and a half back. Should point that out. Fantastic work to Vermont's first responders.
What floors aren't wet?
Up over 110 water rescues have been performed. No injuries and no fatalities, thankfully. Somehow with these scenes that we have seen, it feels like a miracle.
What floors aren't wet? This all looks wet to varying levels.
One. They've done great work, and they continue to, Michael.
Yeah, you know, Ian, as you just mentioned, it feels like it is an all hands on deck there in Montpelier, Vermont. You know, you mentioned before that it's about, 12 inches or so away from the Wrightsville Dam actually cresting. If that is to happen, say, in the next day or so, is there any idea on...
What is it with you talking, man? I gotta figure this out. You got something going on here. You overcame a speech impediment or something. You are over-enunciating and really going out of your way to... Wow. Well, Salty. Oh, the purple tie guy is a fancy boy. No, he's fancy.
What the water level would then look like in downtown where you're at if that crest does happen sooner than later.
Well, it's hard to say, Michael, because it's never happened before since they built this back in 1935, and they've been fairly honest with that. I don't think it would be over the next day or so. I think it would be over the next few hours into this afternoon. If we make it into the evening, I think we would start to see those levels dipping a bit, especially if we can see continued dry conditions like this. We had some rain that moved through early this morning, and that led to this secondary
2
crest,
inches of water.
a touch beyond what was forecast, because between about 3 a.m.
Yeah, I'm having a lot of trouble feeling the heat here. You got 50 seconds to really get me to believe that this is going anywhere.
And 5 a.m., heavy downpours worked on through. It was about an inch to an additional 1.5 inches of rain that fell, and that bumped these numbers up into that 5 to 8 inch rain, which was well in excess, at least for here, what they saw back during Tropical Storm Irene. And there is
Who cares about Irene?
Michael, especially into
Irene could handle a few more inches. Who gives a shit?
places like what we saw in eastern Kentucky. There's a local sense to this, where the heaviest pockets of rain set up, what the terrain was like in those specific areas. So some folks might be saying, hey, thankfully I made through this, nothing like what we saw during Irene, but some areas are faring far, far worse, Michael.
Yeah, and Ian, the fact that there's more rain on the way, a couple of showers tomorrow, but really Thursday looking like another day that we could see more rain, is going to add insult to injury. We are going to check back in with you in the capital city of Vermont in Mount Peel.
Okay, they're going to check back in with him. Cool. So Vermont is just not getting... We were doing a story yesterday on how much Vermont was just flooding. And now it's going to get even worse. What the is this about? I better check this. Make sure we're not missing anything. We didn't pump those. We're not going to worry about it at this point. There's no point at this point. Seriously. The fucking terrain changed. I don't know. I must have insult to injury. I mean, would it be? Hey, your business is flooded again. I must have missed the terrain change thing, because now everyone's flipping out about him saying terrain change, and I have no idea what we're talking about. None whatsoever. Alrighty. So God, I can't seem to get comfy in the egg chair today. Ends up wiggling around too much. Irene to the left. The business is flattered again. What is it, Anton? Flooded again. No. It's not Anton. It's every business in in the Vermont area. So as long as you're not in Vermont. Wait, isn't what's his nut out in Vermont? That worries me. All right. Anyways, we have 30 minutes left in the show. Let's keep this going. Again, thank you if you're watching on YouTube, Twitch, Rumble. Really appreciate everybody watching on all the platforms. Means a lot. Thank you so much. This next story is too damn funny. A business insider tried running, or I should say not a business insider. Business Insider tried running this anti-Florida hit piece, and it did not go the way they wanted. The piece they ran says, here, we can even just show you, says more people actually moved out of Florida than New York or California in 2021. Now, you can't actually see the original article because they since removed it, but despite the popular narrative that Florida grew in 2021, they're arguing that New York and California actually outgrew Florida. But several moments after? Good God.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
It was 1 to 1.5 inches. I'm losing it. I got too distracted with the way the guy was speaking. I'm sorry. But thank you very much, Wilmer Autotech, for the 100 bits. Really appreciate all the support we get on the show. So, yes, they published that story, and then they immediately had to publish a retraction saying, we got it wrong. More people moved out of New York and California than Florida in 2021. The story has since been updated. Correction, July 11th, 2023, an earlier version of this story misstated the number of people who moved out of Florida in 2021. Census data found that 469,577 people moved out of the state of Florida that year, not 674,740. Several people, including one Christine Pashaw, said Business Insider journalist at Neubauer Kelsey apparently doesn't know how to read a spreadsheet. That figure, 674,740, is people who moved to Florida, not out of Florida. Retraction needed. So they did that, and now the Business Insider piece, if you go and follow it, it literally says, we got it wrong. No. All right, you won't let me get through the ad blocker thing. I'm not going to go through it. So they point out that they got it wrong, and they ended up taking a piece that was a fluff piece, or not a fluff piece. They took a hit piece on DeSantis, and it ended up turning into a fluff piece, just because all they had to do was look at facts. Not even that. The facts they provided, they couldn't actually get right. I know What's His Nuts. Isn't he related to What's His Face? They videoed it. You watched it. It was 6 feet. Several, including one. We watched the video thing, and I'm just saying I'm not sure I missed it. All right, I'm sorry. I missed it, and I closed the window. Now I don't know what we're talking about. Mate, I'm going to point at that deep water and tell you, and tell the missus, see, I'm huge. Oh. Oh, wow. It's just, wow. I have no idea what's going on. We have, oh, Jesus, how did I do that? We have, 30 minutes or 20 minutes or so left in the show, and I just, no idea. I was trying to enjoy this story, and now I feel like we've gotten on to a different kilter altogether. Alrighty, I don't know that I want to do this one, so I'm going to skip that and go over here. We already did that one. Shit. So there we go. This next story we're doing, a Colorado woman, 26, dies after a 500-foot fall while free solo climbing at Rocky Mountain National Park. A Colorado woman died Sunday after falling approximately 500 feet while free solo climbing at Rocky Mountain National Park. The 26-year-old, who was from Boulder, was climbing on the Four Aces of Blitzen Ridge. The ridge is located on Ypsilon Mountain on the east side of the park. 27-year-old man, also from Boulder, who was climbing with the woman, notified the park rangers of her fall via cell phone. The National Park Service said that the Rocky Mountain National Park Service search and rescue team members were able to reach him last night. The park requested help from a Colorado Air National Guard helicopter at Buckley Air Force Base to extricate the man, who was uninjured, via a hoist operation. Rocky Mountain Rescue Group assisted in the effort, and the rescuers used a winch-operated cable. Why are we trying so hard? They put themselves in that situation. Nobody asked them to be there. They weren't doing a job. They were on vacation. They got what they wanted. They climbed a mountain unassisted. So let them figure out their own way down. Clearly she did. She found a way down, and she found the right way down, because her way down won't have her going back up that mountain anytime soon, I'll tell you that much. Free climbing is something you should not do. Right. That deep, deep ankle water. Yeah, I'm derailed. The Tommy Gun Show. I'm totally I was derailed. I'm derailed. But yeah, why are we busting heaven and earth and whipping out the chopper to rescue people who chose to climb the side of a mountain? As it's called, free climbing. You decided to do the free climbing thing. Nobody asked you to. Understand the risks you're taking. Like if you were in a hang glider or something and somehow got blown up onto this mountain and got stranded there. Okay, let's talk about rescuing you. If you were some sort of, I don't know, if you were a mountain climber and somehow you had a massive gear failure or something, all right, let's talk about rescuing you. You want to show how awesome Spider-Man cool you are. Climbing it, free climbing. Well, then what do you need our help for? It's amazing how I don't need anyone's help. I can climb this mountain all by myself. Oh, someone come rescue me. I didn't need any help. All right, the Rocky Mountain Rescue Group assisted in the efforts, and the rescuers used a winch. We already did that part. The agency said the park was also assisted by a Flight for Life air ambulance for initial air reconnaissance. On Monday morning, Rocky Mountain National Park search and rescue team members voice is getting dry. Said team members hiked the area above Ypsilon Lake to prepare for a helicopter long line recovery. The body of the victim was transported to northern Colorado interagency helitack to a helispot in the Upper Beaver Meadows. In the Upper Beaver Meadows area of the park. Well, trust me, that beaver's done for. Which is good because according to our last story, the dam is apparently at capacity. So, oh my God. The woman's name will be released after her next of kin are notified. Why would you, again, try to climb a mountain, like free climb it? They both needed to be rescued. This is like someone putting themselves in a survival situation. Like, all right, man, we're going to swim out to the middle of this huge lake, and we're both stupid fat, and we easily get Charlie horses. We might need to be rescued. Maybe you shouldn't swim out to the middle of the lake. Maybe that's a bad idea. All right, let's catch up with the chat. She almost climbed it one time. Yeah, she almost climbed it one time. Well, technically, how far did she get? She technically set a record in the fastest up and down. Like if you put the two times together, she's climbed it further and faster than anyone else. Let's look at it the right way. Putting others at risk to save them. Exactly. We shouldn't have been doing that. We're putting a helicopter and who knows who at risk to save these numbnuts who could have just as easily, I don't know, gone for a hike. Or maybe used proper climbing equipment. I feel like if you're doing free climbing, that's a bit of a brag. You shouldn't be needing help. Did not turn out to be free after all. Well, I mean, it was free climbing. It was also free falling. Oh, Jesus. I don't feel sorry for people who climb Mount Everest either. Yeah, that's a choice thing. What are you learning? You know what we're learning? Most of the people who climb Mount Everest leave an unbelievable amount of trash up there. So I hear it was hella cool. Holy shit, I wish I was on a hang glider getting blown on a mountain somewhere. That sounds awesome. It's not what I meant, Vaughn. And you know that. All right? All right, don't fuck at me. You know what I meant. What the fuck is that voice about? Hey, I think we have a sound drop for that. Again, we got like 15 minutes left in the show. Thank you so much, everyone who's been supportive, the bits, the subs, all of that. It will all get tallied up, and we'll update you tomorrow on where we are with that. We will be back tomorrow from 2 to 5:30 with another automatic overtime show and all the fun shit that we've done on here. 'Cause I'm free falling. As she started to slip, he wanted to reach out and grab her like that line in Cliffhanger. But then he realized he can't do that because there's nothing anchoring him to the rocks either. So instead he just had to watch her fall. Just like, oh, shit. Fuck. We learned later that she wasn't even a regular climber. The whole free climbing thing was this dude's fucking idea. And then she's just like, as she was falling, she's just like, you made me do this. Just fucking. I never loved you. Suppose I could have just done the slider instead of the mic. As a visual bit. Alrighty, so yeah, apparently Boulder, Colorado lost one. And it's a shame. But unfortunately, we have no pictures of the lady, so I have no idea about how bad I feel. The mic was a great bit. Yeah, I kind of enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. Like I said, I like playing with the damn thing. It's a nice little. The third one's the charm. Apparently, we bought one and we bought a replacement for that, and then this and whatever. I really don't know that. I really don't want to do that story. I just I don't want to do that one. That one's gonna suck. And that was prepped on the idea that we only have 15 minutes or so we'll do this one, and then we'll see. We have a couple in the overtime thing, I think, so we'll go ahead and clear that out because I honestly don't give two shits about that. I don't know why I put that in there. Remember that guy who got stuck between boulders when climbing and had to free himself by chopping off his arm with a pocket knife? Yeah. Shia LaBeouf played him in the movie. It's called 27 Hours. It's an unbelievable tale of doing whatever you have to survive. And that is a situation where, that's where, hey, if you can call for help and have someone come help you, all right, fine. No, that was Mel Gibson as Jesus. James Franco played him? What? I could have swore that was Shia LaBeouf. It was James Franco? It could be James Franco. Why do I think it was Shia LaBeouf? I had the name of the movie right, though. 27 Hours, right? 27 Hours. No, not 27 hours from now. Just 27 hours. Oh, 127 hours. You're right. Film stars James Franco. I'm an idiot. Fuck me. I haven't seen it, by the way. It's 127 hours based on a true story. Aaron Ralston has often praised the film version of his true story, Danny Boyle's 2010 movie 127 Hours, as brutally realistic. However, the arm-cutting scene did need to be shortened to a few minutes because it lasted about an hour in real life. Oh! Oh! hour in real life. You're not an idiot. Both Shy and James are freaks. I mean, yeah. Oh, dear God. An hour? My stomach just flipped. Yeah, he didn't take his entire arm. It was already broke. Yeah, his arm was broken, but my point is, the arm cutting scene they do for a couple minutes, again, took him about an hour in real life. Oh. She screams before she died, I fucked all your friends. Thank you, Paulin. Thank you for everyone watching on Rumble. Very much appreciate. Ooh, nice little bump on Rumble. Awesome. Thank you, everyone watching over on Rumble. Again, if you want to give the old thumbs up, we appreciate it. Certainly helps the old algorithm and everything. And we do have, again, another 10 minutes of the show, so we're not ending it just yet. Did he go back after being rescued to get the stump? Did he go back to get his revenge on the boulder? I came back with some C4, motherfucker. Guess who's gonna get blown up now? Oh, man. Would you go back? Would you go back for the fucking for the piece that you left there? Give me my finger, Granite. 128 hours, neck deep in shit. Thank you, Chucker 18-wheeler. Oh, waves the dynamite. Hey, buddy. Give me my finger, Granite, or we're getting explosive on this. All right? I'm not taking this fucking garbage. Betty carries a sharp knife now. I don't think it was anything to do with the knife's sharpness. It might have had to do more with the size. I feel like it was probably because he had too small a knife or too big an arm. Oh, that joke's not for... Yeah. No, that would get me in trouble. Won't do that. All right. Anyways, this story I did want to get to before we do have to pop off. Asian Americans shred Democrat AG over his angry response to Supreme Court affirmative action ruling. Nevada AG Aaron Ford called the court's ruling an attack on efforts. Thank you for the 25 bits, Wilmer. Why? Why did we do? Thank you for the 25 bits. Alrighty, so a number of Asian American community leaders in Nevada are speaking out against the state's far-left Attorney General Democrat Aaron Ford, who expressed deep anger following the Supreme Court's decision to strike down affirmative action. Better Nevada PAC, a group with close ties to Republican Governor Joe Lombardo, shared the response with Fox News Digital after Ford called the Supreme Court's ruling an attack on efforts to reckon with America's history of racism, and said he was tired with the disappointments that the Supreme Court continues to hand down to Americans under the guise of textual impartiality. Ford added he would fight harder against the ruling, calling it a setback, and urged those upset at the decision to turn their anger into action. Now here's the retort. As an Asian American and Pacific Islander, mother of 4, I am offended and insulted by Attorney General Ford's refusal to follow the law with today's ruling by the U.S. Supreme Court that the color of one's skin should not be a factor in determining college admissions, said Pauline Lee, a founding member of the Asian Bar Association of Las Vegas, former counsel to the Asian Chamber of Commerce Foundation, and founding board member of the Asian Community Development Council. To have Nevada's top law enforcement officer affirm that today's decision has emboldened him to fight harder to ensure people continue to be judged by the color of their skin rather than the merits of their intellect and abilities is senseless and appears to be nothing more than an effort to further divide Nevadians based on racial guidelines, she said. President of the Las Vegas Asian Chamber of Commerce, Raja Muri, that one sounds weird, said the organization believed that prioritizing academic merit in admissions decisions was in alignment with the principle of equal opportunities and that it was a fairer system for everyone regardless of background. Academic opportunities should never be based on the color of someone's skin, but on merit, talent, achievement, and accomplishments. As an Asian American mother of 3, why do all of you have at least 3 or 4 kids? I am deeply offended that the Attorney General... This almost feels copy and paste from the last lady I was talking about. Aaron Ford opposes the ruling of the U.S. Supreme Court, said Lily Lynn, whose children attend school in Las Vegas. Attorney General Ford is choosing to fight harder to divide people based on skin color. Asian Americans for generations quietly sat back and were discriminated against, excluded, and suffered from the loss of academic and other opportunities, she said. The fact that the Attorney General wants to continue this discrimination is unspeakable. Everyone is given a chance to succeed. Why does the color of one's skin or background give you more rights and privilege, she added. It almost sounds like he's racist. Ford's office did not immediately respond to Fox News Digital's request for comment. The anger from the Asian Americans in his state isn't the first criticism Ford has faced over affirmative action in 2020. Las Vegas. It's ridiculous. Las Vegas Review Board Journal columnist referred in amicus brief signed by Ford in support of Harvard University's practice of downgrading Asian applicants based on their race as proof that he supports discrimination against Asian Americans. Oh. So there's a history of him discriminating against Asian Americans? That doesn't look good. Let me tell you, buddy, that's not a good narrative to pitch. And if you didn't know why, let me show you. Here's our good buddy Ford, who, again, is all for affirmative action and against the Supreme Court's ruling. Apparently, he is not happy that Asian people are going to college. Come on, man. Oh, this does not help. Let's just say images that some people have had about people who discriminate against Asian Americans. Let's just say, of course, because discriminations can't even happen. Oh, I don't know what you're saying, P. Salty. Is he Muslim? I have no idea if he's Muslim or not, but I don't think so, given the last name of Ford, but I don't know his religious leanings. Again, it looks really, really bad for the Attorney General of Color to insist that people of color should be given preferential treatment and actually have a statement saying that you were in favor of Asians being... Why were we keeping... Okay, so we can't let Asians in, but people of... Well, aren't Asians a color? That's not white. I thought the whole idea with the people of color thing was just not white, right? Asians are a color off of white. Why do they count as white people? They didn't have slaves. Most white people didn't. It doesn't seem to matter. Alrighty, so let's pop back over here. Did I turned my camera off because I'm a fat-fingered fuck. Nice. All right, let's go ahead and zoom this back out. All right, so Ford's office did not immediately respond for comment. Again, 2020, he apparently signed a brief supporting Harvard University's practice of downgrading Asian applicants based on their race. The Supreme Court handed down the ruling in a 6-3 decision over June 29th, rejecting the use of race as a factor in a college admission as a violation of the 14th Amendment's Equal Protection clause. Again, I don't know how to explain this, but if you think just because you're black you deserve more of anything, that's so you deserve black privilege when it comes to college. Irish, we did not have to worry about racism. Right? You were just demonized when you first came to this country. A lot of you came here through indentured servitude. And, now you guys are seen as the colonizing whites that the rest of us are. Hey, inclusion. Yeah, they're yellow, says Chevy JP. 700 years of slavery, no worries. Again, I just don't. It's not a good look to be like, hey, it's not fair if you base it on merit, then black people won't get into college. What? And by the way, the one part I really love to point out, there's nothing stopping you from writing like an essay, your college essay. Your college essay can be overcoming systemic racism or the dealing with racial issues in your society. You can make your racial identity part of your college admission. It's just not fair to prioritize that. Again, I feel weird because I thought there was someone, I can't remember the person's name, but I thought they were very pro, rights and freedoms, and said that a person should be based, that they actually dreamt of the day that a person was based not on the color of their skin, but the content of their character. I have no idea who that person was, and thank God it's not some sort of, like black rights revolutionary person or something. It'd be horrible. Because you would think the person that made that statement would kind of, I don't know, agree entirely with the Supreme Court of the United States. Just seems like those two different messages. Fucking. All right. I didn't even remember to pimp hemponics. I'll get to that tomorrow. This contact lens in my left eye is bugging the shit out of me. Wasn't that Martin Luther King Jr.? Yes. Yes, that's what we call a bit. But thank you. Thank you. I suppose I am stupid enough that it could be justifiable to think I needed that help. I appreciate that, Sandy. I appreciate that. That was awesome. We'll be back tomorrow at 2 p.m. Central for another 2 to 5:30 show. Thank you for being part of this one. Thank you for all the support, the hype trains, all the fun stuff. We'll be back tomorrow. We've been Johnny. You've been an audience. I got to get this contact out of my eye. I will catch you guys later. Where's that button? There it is.
Game over. Fuck! What the fuck? Fuck! Who the fuck? Fuck this fucking! How did you two fucking fuck? Fuck! Game over.
Well, Sparkle Farts, all things being equal, you are technically correct.